So, the defensively, they did a lot of good things against us too. And again, getting that turnover bug, we turned the ball over twice, we put the ball on the ground and fumbling things. It's not, conducive to the effort that we put in and want to have that stuff happen. But you can't complain about anything that, as far as that goes. They're high school kids and they're going to make mistakes, but we got to get more consistent in what we do moving down the field. Our running game is lacking a little bit right now, but we still get an adequate amount of yards. I mean, you don't have the one back like Kakana did last week that's going to turn the table. We just don't have that guy at this point. So we're going to give it the best we can with the kids we got and moving some kids around and see if they can do a better job at different spots and we'll see how it works.
Coach, we hear so much about these new offenses these days, these spread offenses where guys are spread all over the field, and people associate that with a passing attack. But as an offensive guy, can you explain what that does for a team's running game when you have an explosive guy like Hoffman last week, and he's real quick, gets into those gaps quickly, and he can really create some problems?
You kind of said it. You said spread it out. So if you spread out the defense and you get 5 guys in the box or 6 guys in the box, that's a offensive coordinator's dream, because you got guys that can block them, and you can hit those gaps and hit those seams. And when you got a kid like that, he's going to exploit that. But spread offense means you spread teams out. Get their defenses spread, because they're not going to sit with 7, 8 guys in the box when you got 4 receivers out there ready to catch the football too. So it is that that option look, option with the pass and those kind of things. But if you work at it and you buy into it and you get your kids working at it as a program, it's a good offense, just like anything. I wouldn't mind going if I had all the big horses like we had way back when. We'll line up and run the offense I football against you, because I know we can pound you. I mean, those are things. It makes calling plays really easy when you can just do that. But we're in the boat like a lot of people in today's day and age. We don't have a lot of kids coming out for football and staying out for football, and then you run into that attrition thing, and you get guys hurt, and you don't have a big deep well to go grab kids from and put in there to do the same thing. But you just have to keep playing. You just have to keep going, because it's gonna turn around, I guess, in the future. You got to hope it does. Because of the fact that it's just the game of football. You want that to be the best it can be and get the kids out. You got to keep recruiting and working. But we'll get after it the best we can.
Can you talk about your offense last week, some issues that may have risen with that Kakona defense?
Yeah, we turned the ball over. They're a 44 defense, nothing like we had never seen before. I mean, some good players. The defensive lineman number 60, we kept saying, because he was all conference and not to mention all region or something last year. And really a good player. He threw us around like little ragdolls. A good player. He disrupted our passing game quite a bit. So it's hard to say, here you go, quarterback, you got 3 seconds in the pocket when it's 1.3 seconds. It's a big difference. And we took some hits and we're trying to do, get him out and running and things like such, but they still get a hold of you and they grab onto you, and it makes throwing tough. If you're throwing on the run a lot, that takes a pretty good athlete to throw and run at the same time, and you can see we're not really accurate at that yet at this point. I mean, Joe's played 1 year quarterback, really. I mean, maybe the last time he was behind the line was a sophomore and played sparingly there. But we're just trying to move that along. He's one of our better athletes on our team, which we got a bunch of them, and we just decided that he's going to be the quarterback and we'll make this happen. So again, we got our line back this week. I feel better about that. The kids we had against Hortonville, which gave us a really nice look that night, and we'll see how that works for us. And SPASH is a great team, and they're always going to be good, and we'll have to give it our best effort to stay in the game with them.
Marshfield Tiger football coach Denny Gator joining us. Marshfield facing Stevens Point at Gerke Field in Stevens Point tonight. We'll come back and talk about this matchup in just a moment.
Your wedding anniversary, it's a special celebration, and a special celebration calls for nothing but the best. Premium Hefco roses. Hi, this is Liz from Hefco Floral Company, reminding you not to forget that special day and to make it memorable with beautiful long-stem fresh roses. Call 387-1129 today and order our premium Hefco roses. Hefco Floral Company, open Monday through Friday to 5:30 and Saturdays 8 to noon. Hefco's, your florist, we help you celebrate tonight.
Quality Roofing, Marshfield, Wisconsin, is proud to include Wausau Athletic Park, Camp Randall, Lambeau Field, and UW-Madison Police Sports Center. in their project lineup. Quality Roofing is equally proud to always support area students. Quality Roofing serves Wisconsin's commercial roofing and sheet metal needs. Contact Quality Roofing on the web at qroof.com or visit them in Marshfield's East Industrial Park.
Let's visit once again with Marshfield Tiger football coach Denny Gator, Marshfield and Stevens Point meeting at Kirky Field. You know, Coach, one guy I just thought about that we should mention who really played very well for you last week was Braden Richardson. A pass interception, couple of passes defended, really has improved his game in that secondary. Tell us about him and some other guys back there have done well for you.
That is really cool because it's funny. We call him Richie. I do anyway. We call him Richie, and there's just times in the last 3 games. The first one we just kind of like let him. But then I just said, you're the safety, you have to step up and you have to start playing football. We need you back there. Those kind of things, they'll pump up, they'll put it on you, give a little bit of onus on you, and he's really done that. I mean, he's come up and I just need to see him hit a little bit harder when you got to make the fill that safety spot. That's your job, And last week with the picks, you always keep telling him, hey, you're going to get one, and by God, he got a couple, and that's pretty awesome. And he's been doing a really nice job back there, like you said. And the other Donovan too, he's there, but he's still a young dude. And we're trying to work on him, getting just be more. How about proactive back there, being more of a leader? You're a junior, you got to be a guy that steps up. Those are hard things to say. Hey, it's your turn. You'll be the leader. I mean, it happens over playing, and he's getting better. There's a couple of times where he loses sight of the ball and starts looking at the quarterback. Well, you do that, and you're going to get burnt. And there's been some times that has happened, but with every game we play, he's getting better and better. And I hope he keeps following Richie and make things happen. I mean, Dusty Altman is doing a good job. I mean, you're talking about guys 5'8", 5'9" back there, and other teams are trying to exploit that a little bit, and they have in some spots, but they've also made some great knockdowns in situations. I go back to Hortonville a couple of games ago, but they're jumping as high as they can, and Hunter Week, not Hunter, the Week boy, I screwed up his Hunter, his brother, Parker, he's got 34-inch vertical, so I mean that's incredible, and getting up and knocking footballs down. So what they lack in a little bit of height, they're bouncing a little bit and getting up and doing things. So. They're doing a great job back there right now, but again, they have to keep it up and they have to work harder than anybody else because that's what people are going to do to us. They're going to try to throw it over the top.
Is the fact that you've got so many juniors playing key roles this year, has that been an issue for your football team and your staff this year?
No, there's no doubt. We'll go back to what Big Len always said, you win with seniors, and that's what you win with, and especially in our conference and all over the state of Wisconsin. You got seniors, like last year we're loaded, you go to level 4. You start picking out teams that are loaded seniors. Kaukauna comes over, they're loaded seniors. They're a good team. Yep, and I'm not bashing on anything, but we got a lot of learning to do, and it's a big learning curve when you get out there on Friday night and you don't have the game experience that a senior does across the way from you. So, again, the more we get to play, the more we're on the field, the better they get.
How about some thoughts about Stevens Point?
They're Stevens Point. They're going to be a big team, and they're going to be powerful, and they're going to try to do all sorts of things. I mean, they play defense that we've seen before. It's the same stuff. Pull out your 34 packet and go after them, and we can't turn the football over. I mean, it's just what we yell and talk about all day at practice every time. That's your goal out there. You can't let it go, and. I know that you can keep saying it, but doggone it, it's probably going to happen once in a while, and we got to just get better with hanging on to football.
Looking at their stats, you look at an 0-4 team, you would think they're struggling in several aspects of the game, but their defensive numbers aren't all that bad this year. Under, I think, 300 yards of offense allowed per game, certainly not very bad at all. Tell us about what we'll see defensively from this team.
Yeah, I didn't need to hear that because I don't look at all the stats, but they're a 3-4 team can morph into a 4-4 real fast, and 4-3. They switch defenses. They're going to bring it when they need to, and we're going to have to be prepared on certain situations. We got to know what they're doing. So 3rd and long, they're going to blitz. So I mean, we just got to keep that in mind and look at what they're doing. Hopefully, get into a groove and get some things moving where we can just get it going. We got to score some points. I mean, we're really, really, really not very good scoring touchdowns right now. 2 a game, maybe average, but it's not real good for winning football games. So it's on us a little bit to get the ball in the end zone. Our defense and our special teams has given us every opportunity. It's on our offense now to get it cranking and get the ball in the end zone.
Marshfield Tiger football coach Denny Gator
Tigers facing Stevens Point in VFA football at Gerke Field in Stevens Point this evening. We do have high school football in central Wisconsin on Saturday. In the Clover Belt Conference, Regis meets Altoona at Carson Park in Eau Claire tomorrow. Game time for that ball game is 11 a.m. Also, some 8-man football tomorrow. Phillips plays White Lake Elko at White Lake tomorrow at 1 p.m. And the Port Edwards football team meets Tigerton Marion at Port Edwards tomorrow at 12 noon. And more of our pregame report from Gerke Field and Stevens Point in just a moment.
Each day, we get up and come to work with a purpose, moving our communities forward. Hi, this is Megan Rosenditch, Office Manager at Forward Bank in Marshfield. Because of our customers, we've given over $1 million to our area nonprofits over the last 5 years. Our dedicated employees continue to invest their own time in our communities by volunteering nearly 17,000 hours over the last 4 years. Banking with Forward helps make great things possible in your community. Visit us online at forward.bank to learn more.
Have you ever noticed how many kinds of cheese made at Nasonville Dairy are mentioned during the play-by-play broadcast of Marshfield Tiger football?
They're going to run the spread offense in order to string out the defense and open up the holes like Swiss. The team was feeling a little blue because the coach got fed up and would jack them up on the sideline until the defense was like a brick.
Never thought about it that way, have you? Next time you buy cheese, think about looking for the Nasonville label in your favorite store. If you don't see it, ask them why not. Nasonville Dairy, proud to support Marshfield schools.
Let's check other games in the Valley Football Association tonight. DC Everest plays at Wisconsin Rapids this evening at 7 p.m. Our broadcast of that game begins at 6:45 this evening on AM 1320 WFHR and on WFHR.com. Also tonight, Hortonville at Fond du Lac, Neenah at Oshkosh West, Kimberly at Appleton East, Kaukauna at Appleton North, and Wausau East and Wausau West square off in a non-conference game at Tom Field in Wausau this evening. The VFA football standings heading into action tonight. In the VFA West Division, Wisconsin Rapids is in first place at 2-2. Marshfield and DC Everest both 1-3. Stevens Point and Wausau West are both 0-4. In the VFA South, Hortonville in first place at 3-0. Fond du Lac 2-1. Neenah and Oshkosh West 2-2. Oshkosh North 0-4. In the VFA North, 4 of the 5 teams are still unbeaten. Appleton East and Kimberly at 4-0. Kaukauna and Appleton North 3-0. Appleton West is 1-3. Stevens Point football team coached by Pete McAdams, now in his 19th season as head football coach at Stevens Point High School. His overall record 139-65. SPASH was 3-6 under Coach McAdams last year, and that's the first time that the Stevens Point Ball Club has been below 500 under Coach McAdams since they finished 4-5 in 2001. You may recall that Coach McAdams took 1 year off back in 2011, and Scott Rice served as SPASH football coach that year, and Stevens Point was 4-5 that season. Otherwise, Stevens Point has been above 500 many seasons. But if Stevens Point does not come back and go 500 this year, it will be the first time that Stevens Point has had back-to-back sub-500 seasons since the SPASH Ball Club was 3-6 in 1994, 4-5 in 1995, and 3-6 in 1996. Denny Gato serving as head football coach at Marshfield High School, now in his 10th season. His overall record 60 wins and 39 losses. This game between Marshfield and Stevens Point is the 109th meeting between these two schools. The series dates back to 1909. Stevens Point has 63 wins, Marshfield has 36, and there have been 9 ties. Marshfield has won the last 2 matchups between these two schools, winning last season 13-7 and the year before 17-14. Point's last win was a 42-0 win over Marshfield back in the 2016 season. Let's remind you, we'll have more details on high school football in central Wisconsin on our On Sports program coming up tomorrow at 10 a.m. right here on AM 1450 WDLB and on WDLB WOSQ.com. And that is our pregame report for this evening. We do have some high school football action for you tonight, so please stay with us. Marshfield Tiger football is up next on AM 1450 WDLB.
Here's another tooth truth from Dental Clinic of Marshfield.
Dental Clinic of Marshfield helps people rest easier. Sleep problems related to breathing aren't just bothersome, they can be dangerous. Snoring and sleep apnea may be managed with help from your dentist at Dental Clinic of Marshfield.
Dental Clinic of Marshfield. Dental care for life. Schedule an appointment today at any of their 3 offices in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neilsville. Learn
If
more.
you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have a lot of questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor Randy Hirschman. Let's work together to help ensure your finances can keep up with your unique needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to get the most out of retirement. Stop by our office at 554 South Central in Marshfield for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing in SIPC.
Proceeds will benefit Mark Rat.
Coverage of Marshfield Tiger football tonight here on WDLB. Rather warm evening here at Gerke Field in Stevens Point. We get set for a big matchup between the Marshfield Tigers and the Stevens Point Panthers. Good crowd on hand tonight. The Marshfield Tigers now taking the field. Stevens Point Panthers will be out shortly as we get set for VFA football. An early start tonight. This is a 5 o'clock start because the Pacelli Cardinals will face Wittenberg-Burnhamwood in a Central Wisconsin Conference ball game at 8 o'clock this evening. So a football doubleheader coming up. Joining us for his expert analysis and commentary on this ball game. Dale, a big test for the Marshfield Tigers because we really don't know how good this Stevens Point Ball Club is. They're 0-4, but they've opened against 4 of the toughest Division I schools in the state: Kimberly, Appleton North, Fond du Lac, Neenah. Lost all 4 games, did not play all that badly defensively, mounted very little offense. So really Stevens Point an unknown quantity for this ball game tonight.
Well, that's true, Gene. They have, the last couple of years, they have chosen to play a very, very ambitious non-conference or early conference plus crossover type schedule. And the likes of playing Kimberly, which I understand beat Stevens Point handily, as maybe some of the other teams did as well. And Point is having trouble offensively trying to get anything going. But you know what? We could probably say the same thing coming off that Kaukauna game about the Marshfield Tigers right now, unfortunately. Doing some pretty good things defensively, but have struggled trying to find a way to move the ball at times.
And Coach Gadel mentioned that during our pregame report that his team's biggest concern right now is getting the ball into the end zone. They've not done that very well. 1 touchdown last week, only against the Kaukauna Ball Club. The week before, 2 touchdowns against Hortonville. And so the Tigers really need to be more effective when they get near the goal line.
It's been a struggle, especially trying to run the ball at all up the middle, and the Tigers like to run kind of a spread-out version of a spread offense, or a lot about a wing T similarities to it with some counters and so on. And to make that go, especially the option plays that they have been somewhat successful on this year, you've got to have something going on the inside, at least a decent threat there where defensive coordinators and teams have to honor that, so they can't just spread out all over the field and stop all your wide plays, and that's kind of what's been happening to the Tigers so far.
By the way, quick note on the injury front, Will Nikolai, who missed the ball game last week with an ankle injury, sidelined once again this week, and that's a loss for the Tigers because Will can do so many different things for you on the field.
Yeah, he's so versatile. He's one of the Mr. Everythings out there. He, along with Sam Hinson, are 2 of the players, along with Joey Gadel, that make this team go. Of course, Tigers have had some pretty good performances by some of their receivers so
Wyatt
far
Lemoyne,
this year.
Simon Slade have done well. Think of how good that receiving core would be if Isaac Miverton was still here. Man, that'd be a real strength.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those things that happens. Sometimes teams even lose a player during a scrimmage. A number of teams have seen situations where they lose their starting quarterback in a scrimmage and then have to play a sophomore or freshman the rest of the year. So at least Marshfield has a senior out there trying to come back and play the quarterback position again this year with some mixed success. Joey Gadel has run the ball well at times, been a little erratic at times throwing the football, but other times he's been spot on. So hopefully they have a little more consistency, and it's time for football, Gene.
And
Kyle Tremelling will kick off for Marshfield. Or kickoff's a service of Rail Transport of Marshfield. Kick off your new career at Rail Transport. Get paid while you do your CDL training at Rail Transport in Marshfield. Kyle Tremelling kicking from south to north or right to left here at Gerke Field. Carter Borkhardt back in deep safety for Stevens Point. Tremelling set. And here's the kickoff, a long line drive. And Borkhardt back at the 7, straight ahead to the 15-yard line to the 20, and gets hit very hard shy of the 25-yard line. I think that may have been Meisner once again. We've seen him on many plays this year. Emmett Meisner making that hit. And Stevens Point has the football just shy of their own 25-yard line.
Meisner, the first player in around the legs, and Gust finished it off coming up on top on that. So good coverage overall for the Tigers, making SPASH have to march a good distance here, 70-plus yards.
Stevens Point football at their own 24. SPASH lines up with sophomore Brandon Vacco at quarterback. Running back at the backfield next to him. Man goes in motion. And Vacco on first down to pass, rolls towards the far sideline. Fakes a pass, gets hit and spun down back at the 20-yard line. Nice defensive play on that side. That might have been either Gust or Braun. That looks like that was Ben Gust on the play. That's a Ben's second sack of the year.
Nice effort by Ethan Daggett, too, who actually flushed the quarterback out of the pocket.
2nd and 14 for SPASH at their own 20-yard line. Riley Sankey in the backfield. He's a big guy, 5'10", 223, more of a blocker. Vacco checking with Coach McAdams on the sideline for a new play. J.J. Lilly coming to the near side as a flanker. And Noah Hoffmeister flanked on the far side. 2 men in the backfield on 2nd and 14. Vacco will hand the ball off, and a short gain off the left side for the tailback on that play. That's going to be, looks like that's going to be Sankey, who carries. He's only rushed for 5 yards this year. He adds 1 to his total with that run. So a 3rd and 13 for SPASH at their own 21-yard line.
Tigers playing man-to-man in the secondary that time and blitzing. I think that was Gus that was coming from the linebacker spot.
No Stevens Point receiver has more than 8 catches this year. That's Brendan Klesch, is a senior, has 8 catches, but only for 47 yards. And he's not out there right now. Lilly coming wide to the near side. Hoffmeister far side on 3rd and 13. Vacco in the pistol. Takes the snap, looks to throw, gets hit, spins away, then gets taken down back at the 18. As 3 Tigers converge on that play, Peterson is there and joined on that sack by Tyler Wine. So 2 sacks in the first series for the Marshfield defense.
Carries for the Panthers.
Loss of 2, the ball's back at the 19, and it's 4th and 15 for Stevens Point.
Well, I tell you, Ethan Daggett coming hard again, and that's what forced the quarterback to lunge forward.
Kenny Schultz to punt for Stevens Point. Simon Slade back in deep safety. Here's the kick. A high kick. Slade back at his own 43, calls for the fair catch right there. Marshfield puts the ball in play at their own 43-yard line. Play just underway here at Gerke Field. No score, 9:38 remaining in the first quarter. Want to remind you, our scoring plays today a service of Ag Country Farm Credit Services, supporting agriculture and rural communities throughout central Wisconsin. Marshfield Tigers led out by senior quarterback Joey Gadel. He's passed for 518 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions this year. Noah Schaefer, the fullback next to him. Hinson and Dickinson, the wings. On first down, Gadel back to pass. Being rushed, throws far side and through the hands of Simon Slade, incomplete. Simon normally sure-handed. He has 16 catches for this ball club this year. That was an easy play, but Simon just tried to run before he had the ball.
About a 3-yard pattern. There was a defender closing on him, but it's a one-on-one situation, so you don't know. Slade could have broke that down the sidelines, but incomplete.
2nd and 10 Tigers at their own 43. Slade far side, Wyatt Lemoyne near side. Hinson and Dickinson the wings. And Schaefer the fullback, or as Coach Gadel says, the 2-back.
Here comes the blitz.
Hinson goes in motion, and here's Gadel holding it, now pitching it back to Hinson, far side with room at the 50. 45 and spun out of bounds near the Stevens Point 45-yard line. They'll mark him upfield about 2 yards, but he may have the first down. There's that
call.
late pitch again, Dale, that we've seen several times.
Well, it is, and SPASH, as I said, was coming with an all-out blitz. They were bringing 7, maybe 8 people. I didn't see if the one guy on the outside, but they didn't have any pitch coverage on the far sideline.
Gain of 11, 1st and 10 Tigers at the SPASH 46. No score early in the first quarter. Slade and Lemoyne, the wideouts rather, 2 wings as well. Gato to throw the football, lobs it near sideline, caught by Lemoyne at the 40, turns back outside of the 40 to 35 and cut down around the 34.
Yep, there's your pitch and catch and run after the catch, the rack yardage as they call it, and a little short pass, 7 yards, and it turns into a first down.
And 12 for Lemoyne on that catch, 23 catches for Wyatt already this season. He had 3 against Kokona a week ago. Tiger first down at the SPASH 34. Dickinson now a wide out on the far side. Slade a flex tight end. Some movement on the interior line. And flags are going down here.
I think they got SPASH.
I believe you're right, Dale.
Yep. Going on a long count that time, and about 5 different people up front there for SPASH. Jumped, tried to get back, but it doesn't matter. Once that...
Well, now they mark it. The official marked it against Marshfield. Then he says, wait a minute.
Now he's going to go the other way. Okay.
Wait a minute, that might not be correct. And now it goes back the other way to the SPASH 29 where it's 1st and 5.
And he marked off, I guess it is 5 yards. I thought he marked off 6 there for a minute.
1st and 5 Tigers at the SPASH 29. Lemoyne far side. Hinson flanked on the near side. Schaefer a wing on the far side and Logan Durham in the backfield. Gadel to Durham to the near sideline, gets hit, spins away to the 25, and inside the 25, close to a first down. Some tough running for Logan Durham. Was not a big guy, 5'6", 150, but shed a block on that, or shed a tackler on that play.
Giving him a great mark. I'm sorry, Gene.
Yeah, you're right, Dale. They did. He gets down to the 23. That's a first down on that run for Logan Durham.
Good hard running. Picked up the last 3 yards by just putting his shoulder pads down and lunging forward.
Tiger first down on the SPASH 23, 8:25 left. First quarter, no score. Tigers on the drive. Lemoyne near side. And now Durham way out wide on the far side. Schaefer in the backfield next to Gadel. Hinson goes in motion. Pitch play to Hinson. Gets outside with a lot of room to the 20. Up the far sideline and spun out of bounds around the 15. Nobody out there, Dale, on that play.
No, there was one blocker to the outside, and he let his man slip off. Otherwise, we'd be starting to line up for the extra point.
Hinson still gets 8 on the play to the 15-yard line. The Tigers now have the football inside the Rail red zone.
Second down.
And make sure you visit rail.jobs to join that winning Rail team. Experience the power of red at Rail Transport. 2nd and 2 Tigers at the SPASH 15. Lemoyne and Slade, the wideouts. Double wing. Dickinson comes in motion, now stops and goes back to the far side. Schaefer in the backfield behind Gadel. Hinson goes in motion again. Gadel to throw. Far sideline caught by Lemoyne inside the 10. Drags a tackler to the 5-yard line. Spins away and gets inside the 5 to about the 2. Tough running after the catch by Simon Slade. And the Tigers have a 1st and goal.
Pass complete to Simon Slade.
Simon makes the catch, his 17th of the year. Carries down to the 2, a gain of 13. And a 1st and goal, Tigers at the SPASH 2-yard line. Tigers are trying to punch it in from right here. They go to a power I and bring in, it looks like Gust. And Hinson the tailback with 2 tight ends. Hinson to the near side, through traffic, pulled down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, penetration from the middle of the line caught him from behind. I think the center that time got beat. Often when you see a play get caught from behind like that on a slant play coming off tackle, it's usually a nose guard or a middle guard or tackle that slides off a block and pulls down the play from inside. So you got to get your shoulder pads and helmet out there and sustain that block inside.
Tigers may have lost a yard. 2nd and goal from the 3. Schaefer in the backfield, Gadel in the pistol. Tight formation. And here's Gadel running himself, trying to turn that corner. Can't get there, though. Gets hit, spun down back at the 8. Gadel on the sweep, couldn't get outside. He'll lose 6 yards on that play.
So I was kind of surprised that the Tigers were able to gain such yardage on those outside plays that they ran early, because most of the teams the Tigers have played have really played the outside run hard and made it very difficult. But play, of course, Gadel that time running, so not as much room to run there either.
And now the Tigers have a big play. 3rd and goal, Marshfield at the SPASH 8. Both Lemoyne and Slade out to the far side. Gadel in the pistol. Line is down, and there's a bad snap, but the officials have stopped play, and a false start against Marshfield.
Boy. Yeah, we've seen this, Gene, haven't we?
Yeah.
In the previous games, they get down inside the red zone, and sometimes these spread-type offenses, because, the field gets spread, but the defense does too. Sometimes it's tougher to score.
So now Marshfield faced with 3rd and goal at the SPASH 13.
Of course, formation doesn't have anything to do there. It's just a bad snap or some sort of procedure penalty on the Tigers.
Maybe it's a lucky call because that was a bad snap on that play.
Yes, it was a rolling round.
Call stopped the play. Lemoyne near side, Slade far side.
Watch the counter here.
And Derek Hillmowing on the far side on 3rd and goal from the 13. Gato to throw the football. Throws towards the end zone. Caught by Slade. He breaks a tackle, gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Boy. Poor tackling, but also a nice move by Slade. Slade caught the ball at about what, Gene? I'd say
about the 5, you're
about
right.
the 5-yard line, and then just spun to his outside, and an arm tackle by the defensive back came up, and Slade just walked right through it.
9-play, 57-yard scoring drive. Gato's third touchdown pass this year, second to Slade. Tremelling on to attempt to kick the PAT. Ball is down, kick on the way, the kick is up, and it is good. And so the Tigers on the scoreboard with 6:01 remaining in the first quarter. Our score is Marshfield 7, Stevens Point nothing. More football from Stevens Point in just a moment.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, the kick for the Tigers. It's a long, very long kick, and way into the end zone for a touchback.
Wow. A little bit of a breeze behind Marshfield right now, but really not enough to affect a lot. Maybe get it up in the air a little bit on the kicking game. It might help. Sure did there.
High school football this evening on 92.3 FM, WOSQ. We have a Cloverwood Conference matchup for you between Thorpe and Abbotsford. That broadcast begins at 6:30 this evening on 92.3 FM, WOSQ. And on WDLB, WOSQ.com.
Abby's got a pretty nice ball club
Very
this year.
nice. They're ranked in the top 10. And Thorpe having a revitalized season as well under new coach K.D. Stokes.
Good.
1st and 10 SPASH at their own 20-yard line. Vlaco in the pistol. On first down, hands the ball off, and not much there. A couple of yards at the most on that run. That was a Cole Kerchevsky, junior, who's rushed for 21 yards this year. Gets about 1 on that carry.
Gus came through, knocked the blocker, the left guard for SPASH, right back into Krzyzewski. He bounced off and didn't really have any place to go after that. 1-yard gain.
2nd and 9 for SPASH at their own 21-yard line. Brandon Vlaco checking with the sideline after every play.
Brendan Braun on the tackle.
Trots back on the field. Noah Hoffmeister comes out wide to the near side. Vlaco looks to pass to the near sideline to Hoffmeister, makes the catch, wrapped up immediately by Marshfield's Parker Week after a gain of about 6. Hoffmeister on the catch, his 2nd of the year, had one against Kimberly a week ago. SPASH still shy of the first down by about 3 yards. It's 3rd and about 3.5 for SPASH, just shy of their own 27-yard line. Hoffmeister near side, Lilly on the far side. Sankey and Kerchevsky in the backfield standing next to Vlaco on 3rd and 3. Tight end goes in motion. Sets on the far side. Vlaco takes a low snap and throws it down the near sideline and throws the ball past Hoffmeister, incomplete, well covered by Parker Week on that sideline pattern.
And Vlaco got knocked over as he threw that ball. The Tyler Wine that was in there. He's been playing some nice defensive line for the Tigers these last few games.
Punt team coming in for SPASH. It's a 3-and-out once again. 4th and 3 SPASH. At their own 27, Ken Schultz kicking it away. Simon Slade back deep inside the Marshfield 45-yard line. Tigers should get decent field position once again here. Schultz taking his time. Now grabs the snap. Here's the kick. Slade runs up at the 45, grabs it on the run, heads for the far sideline of the 50, spins inside the 45, breaks the tackle. Flag goes down behind the play, however.
Clipping or blocking the back.
Slade to the SPASH 44, but some of that may come back.
Legitimate call. I saw the block in the back. So did the SPASH sideline as they got pretty excited, and the official threw the flag, but it was a good call.
Marshfield Tiger football tonight on WDLB, a service of Edward Jones Investments of Marshfield, Partners Bank of Marshfield, Stratford and Spencer, and Shriners Plumbing and Heating of Marshfield.
The reason you see so many penalties on kickoff and punt returns is, a running back fakes maybe one way and then turns the other way and runs, and I'm coming down the field to set up a block, and I'm on one side, and I think I'm clean to go, and the next thing you know, the runner goes the other way, and you've got a block in the back. It's a kind of a touchy situation. It's tough on blockers.
Dale, a costly penalty. The ball is lined up at the Marshfield 33. Tigers lose about 25 yards on that penalty.
How does that work?
1st and 10 for Marshfield at their own 33-yard line. Joey Gadel back in the pistol. Takes the snap, fades to pass, comes to the near sideline. Lemoyne at the 40, breaks outside, dragging a tackler with him across the 45, and finally gain tackled at the 47.
After a while, you just want him to get down because here comes help.
Wyatt Lemoyne, he's talking about run after the catch. That was run after the hit.
It was run after dragging a couple SPASH Panthers, but then 3 more came in.
14 yards to Lemoyne on that play. First down for Marshfield at their own 47. 4:20 remaining in the first quarter rather. Marshfield on top 7-0. Slade far side, Lemoyne near side. Schaefer in the backfield behind Gadel. Dickinson and Hinson are the wings. Hinson goes in motion. And the handoff straight ahead to Schaefer. Not much there. Stopped at the 46. Noah may lose a yard on that play. Good penetration by the SPASH defense on that play. Tigers do change their offensive linemen quite a bit, so the lineup could change play by play, but Ryan Lindeman is in there right now at right tackle. Right guard at this point appears to be Devin Derringer, moved over from the defensive side a few weeks ago. 2nd and 11 Tigers at their own 46. Hinson in motion, gets a pitch on the far side with some room. 45-50 up the far sideline and horse-collared at about the SPASH 47. A high tackle. The officials say play on. Hinson gets about 7 yards on that run. Ball's back inside SPASH territory. Marshfield faced with a 3rd and about 5 at the SPASH 47-yard line.
Except for the quarterback keeper last series down near the goal line with Gadel getting stopped. The outside, especially to the left side of the offense of Marshfield, has just been wide open.
Dickinson to the far side, Lemoyne near side, Schaefer wing on the near side, and Durham in the backfield next to Gadel. Dickinson in motion. Here's the jet sweep to Dickinson. He'll be pulled down back at the 45-yard line of SPASH, of a Marshfield rather. That's a loss of about 7 or 8 yards. Tigers cannot turn the corner. Dickinson put down on the 46. He'll lose 7 on the play. 4th and long, and so the Tigers in a punting situation here.
Tigers have run the ball twice to their right side offensively, and SPASH a little more stout defensively on their left.
Stevens points and Cooper Benke back in deep safety. Kyle Tremelling kicking. Gets the snap and the kick away. Very high kick. Bounces inside the 25, goes sideways towards the far sideline, and stops about the Stevens Point 18-yard line.
A 34-yard punt.
And Stevens Point again backed up deep in their own territory. SPASH football on their own 18. And a SPASH man is down. Did not see what happened to him. There was no contact really on the play. But a SPASH man is down. That appears to be Cole Krzyzewski, one of their key running backs. Of course, we could have some cramp issues tonight. It's rather warm out there. 2:38 remaining in the first quarter, and Marshfield leads 7-0. Other VFA football games tonight. DC Everest at Wisconsin Rapids, game time 7 o'clock, and that game will be broadcast this evening on AM 1320 WFHR and on WFHR.com starting at 6:45 this evening. Hortonville plays at Fond du Lac tonight. Neenah is at Oshkosh West. Kimberly at Appleton East. Kokona at Appleton North. That's a key matchup in the VFA North Division. Other VFA games this evening. Banky now being helped up. And he will come off the field with his right ankle off the ground. That's a loss for, excuse me, that's not Banky, that's a Krzyzewski.
Krzyzewski, yeah.
Krzyzewski.
The trainers were looking at the left side of his leg between the knee and ankle, and he seemed to be in quite a bit of pain. More so than a cramp situation. Yeah. They weren't really doing the usual holding the toe back towards the knee for a cramp. So let's see what happens here.
Stevens Point now brings in Dylan Hansen to play in the backfield. 1st and 10 SPASH at their own 18-yard line. Flacco at quarterback. Riley Sankey next to him. Flacco on 1st down, runs it himself straight ahead, and he gets spun around and dragged down near the 20-yard line. I think that was Gus got in there, just spinning around like a top, and threw him down after a very short gain.
Well, the defensive line for the Tigers right now are really winning the day. I'd have to look at some sizes here, but boy, SPASH just doesn't look anywhere as big as they've been in the past.
I think you're right, Dale. Lilly leaves, and he's replaced at the receiver spot by Tyrone Porter. 2nd and 8 for SPASH at their own 20-yard line. Tiger defensive line digging in. Some good ball players there. Tyler Hom is in there right now. Tyler Wine, he's having a great season. Flacco back in the pistol on 2nd and 8. And he rolls towards the near sideline, stops and throws deep down the near sideline. The ball is caught by Hoffmeister, who carries inside the 50-yard line, pulled down by Week right there. But a big gain for Stevens Point and a SPASH first down.
Yeah, Week, got to say it as plain as it is, Week got beat over here. He got, Hoffmeister had a couple of steps on him.
34 yards on that pass play from Flacco to Hoffmeister. And a first down for SPASH at the Tiger 46-yard line. Hoffmeister, I believe, has 2 catches tonight, gives him 3 for the year.
First down for SPASH.
SPASH with the football inside the 50-yard line for the first time tonight. Lilly comes in motion, and Flacco back to pass. He throws to the far sideline. Low throw, incomplete. A great defensive play by a Marshfield man, Ethan Daggett. Heavy pressure on Flacco on that play. And Flacco just tosses it away to get rid of it. Ball was thrown towards Hansen, but very low because of Daggett's strong rush.
I think our secondary right now looks to me like maybe they're peeking in the backfield a little bit on some of those ball fakes, because once again, Flacco had a receiver running about 3 steps or so beyond the left side of our defense, but not a lot of time to get that ball out there.
Porter far side, Hoffmeister near side, 2nd and 10.
Blitz.
Flacco takes the snap, starts to roll to the far sideline, throws straight ahead for a short gain for the fullback Sankey. He gets hit by Braun, can't get away, finally dropped around the 42-yard line.
Nice.
And a late flag. I wonder if we have a Marshfield man piling on here. Sankey pulling Braun with him. Got down to the 42, gained about 4 yards. And a personal foul against Marshfield. As we mentioned, 5'10", 212. So that'll bring the ball inside the Marshfield 30-yard line to the Tiger 27. 1st and 10 SPASH at the Marshfield 27. 1:14 left, first quarter. Marshfield leads this contest 7-0. Colton Engel comes out to the near side. Porter wide on the far side. Flacco in the pistol formation. Joe Pecor next to him. Flacco takes the snap and runs a quarterback draw for some big yardage across the 20-yard line down to near the 15 and pulled down there. Big gap on the right side, and Flacco runs through it for a gain of about 12 and a first down. Flacco this year has rushed for 64 yards, had 17 against Kimberly last week, and he gains 12 on that play. So a first down for SPASH at the Tiger 15-yard line. SPASH now has the ball inside the Rail red zone. Visit rail.jobs. Join that winning Rail team and experience the power of red with Rail Transport of Marshfield. High backfield next to Vlaco, and here's Sankey straight ahead into a barrage of Tiger defenders. He'll lose a couple of yards. Daggett and Braun and I think Hom all there. Sankey had no place to go. He'll lose 2 yards on that would-be run straight ahead. And that play will end the first quarter football here at Gerke Field in Stevens Point. Our score after one period, the Marshfield Tigers 7, Stevens Point nothing. Back with the second quarter following these messages.
Nuts Deep in Marshfield and Spencer is open now for Friday Fish Fry. Get to Nuts Deep now, get your fish fry, and watch this game. That's right, have your fish and watch the game. You get it all at Nuts Deep. You can also visit Nuts Deep Express Grab and Go in Marshfield, just south of 14th Street on South Central Avenue. Nuts Deep is open late after the game. We'll see you there.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Gerke Field, Stevens Point football on the Tigers 17, 2nd and 12 coming up. Tigers scored on their first possession on a pass play of 13 yards from Joey Guido to Simon Slade on a 3rd and goal from the 13.
SPASH running a form of the pistol that they've run in the past, and they've had both a fullback and a tailback in the ball game behind Vlaco. Here we go again.
Tyrone Porter wide far side, Colton Engel near side on 2nd and 12 from the Tigers 17. Again, 2 men in the backfield next to Vlaco. Vlaco back to pass, running to the near side, being pursued, throws on the run and through the hands of Kerchevsky on the near sideline, incomplete.
Vlaco's pass intended for Dylan Hansen.
Incomplete pass along the near sideline. Now a 3rd down play coming up for Stevens Point.
Good pressure again. I don't think he intended to roll out to the right that time, but maybe when you see 3 white jerseys coming at you, I suppose that causes you to roll out.
Seth Peterson, Tyler Wine, Tyler Hom on that defensive line, along with Ethan Daggett. 3rd and 12 SPASH at the Tigers 17. Slot to the far side on 3rd and long. Vlaco back to pass, rolling to the near sideline, throws on the run and through the hands of his receiver on the far side, Tyrone Porter, who turned around late and never saw the ball and was through his hands, incomplete.
Well, once again, Vlaco had to just get rid of that ball, and he heaved it over there towards the 5-yard line and then got dumped by Daggett.
Now, Kenny Schultz comes on to attempt a field goal. He is 0 of 1 on field goal tries this year. The line of scrimmage is the 17. So this would be about a 34-yard field goal try for Kenny Schultz. Ball's on the near hash mark. The 3rd-string quarterback, Dillingham, is the holder.
Yeah, gotta watch for the fake here.
Schultz, a left-handed kicker. Ball is down. Kick is away. It's going to be way short and wide to the far side. No good. And so Stevens Point gets the ball inside the red zone, but they cannot score. And Marshfield's offense back on the field early in the second quarter. Marshfield leading this contest 7-0. Please join us during our postgame report for the collision of the game. That's a service of Arts Body Shop in Marshfield. If you're involved in a collision, take your vehicle to Arts Body Shop, 1702 Rodis Avenue in Marshfield.
I'd say Gust and Daggett right now are tied for collisions of the game with their pass rushes.
Well, there have been a number of big hits and a lot of pressure tonight by the Tiger defensive line. Marshfield football on their own 20-yard line. Joey Giedel at quarterback. Logan Durham in the backfield next to him. Simon Slade comes through in motion. Joey takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls far side, no place to go, takes off to the far
R&R
side.
Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest
Some heavy pressure that time by the Stevens Point defensive line. A big rush there by linebacker Nate Engelkiss, who has 1 sack this year. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 Tigers at their own 20-yard line. By the way, halftime, our special guest, Marshfield Tiger soccer coach Steve McCann. So please join us at halftime. Dale will talk about some heading moves he's made in the past. He's had some big headers in last week. Gadel back in the pistol. Durham behind him on 2nd and 10. Hinson goes in motion. And Durham straight ahead, a nice gain. Breaks a couple of tackles and dives out across the 25 to the 26. Second time tonight we've seen Logan Durham run very aggressively, break some tackles. Again, Logan not real big, 5'6", 150. But picked up 6 on that run.
Good job over left guard that time. He hit near the line of scrimmage, spun once, gained about 3, spun again, and picked up the rest of his 6 yards.
Now the Tigers in a conversion situation, 3rd and 4 Marshfield at their own 26-yard line.
They've been successful going left. Unfortunately, that's the short side of the field. The SPASH bench also right down below us here.
Slade near side, Lemoyne far side, Dickinson and Hinson the wings, and Schaefer in the backfield next to Gadel. Joey takes the snap, back to pass, throws far sideline and way over the head of Wyatt Lemoyne at the 35, incomplete. Joey really airmailed that one, got away from him.
Yeah, that's one of those where you wonder if the receiver turned inside was supposed to go outside because
that could be. Yes,
it was so far off target.
Sometimes you see these errant throws and don't realize it's the receiver. I'm into the wrong pattern or something out there. So 3 and out for the Tigers. 4th down. Kyle Trevelyan to punt the ball out to Colton Engel, who was at the Stevens Point 40 to receive this kick. Trevelyan averaging 29.7 yards per punt this year. That includes that 1 block against Hortonville. Good snap. Big rush. Kyle gets it away. Very good kick.
Flag.
And called for a failed catch by Engel at the 44-yard line. But as Dale points out, there's a flag down there near the kicker.
Kicker was hit and tripped. We'll see if this is a running into or if it's a... Well, the official's going to bring the ball back. Actually, no matter what, the 5 yards, that would be a first down.
That's correct.
Because it's 4th and 4, maybe 4.5.
Officials are discussing this.
Good rush by SPASH. The outside man ran around past the kicker, but an inside guy came up and fell down and then rolled into Hunter.
It's the 5-yarder, Dale, but enough for the first down, as you point out.
Yep, exactly. It wasn't a vicious hit. It was more of a, he ran into his foot and tripped him. Good call. It was definitely a hit, not a fake, like you see some of these Hollywood adventures by punters, but...
You're listening to Marshfield Tiger football on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and WDLBWOSQ.com. With Dale Yukaitis, I'm Gene Delisio. Adam Burden, our producer this evening. 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 31. Pitch play near side. Here comes Durham with some room. 35 to the 40-yard line and dives across the 40 for the first down.
Boy, he got 3 blockers that time out around the corner. Nice job there, and again, going to their left side and getting some very good yardage.
Durham with 11. He's run well tonight. Logan Durham coming into this ball game, his previous best 19 last week against Kokona. He may surpass that in the first half. 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 42. Early second quarter, Marshfield on top here, 7-0. Lemoyne far side, Slade out there as well. We're seeing more of fullback Derek Helm as a tight end. He's in there right now on the near side with Hinson inside him. Gadel back to pass, being rushed, steps up, gets hit and taken down. And a big hit, and a couple of flags fly as well.
I'm not sure if that was face mask or if it's a horse collar, but Gadel was grabbed somewhere up around the head and flung around like a helicopter.
Face mask.
Face mask,
yes. A personal foul face mask.
Man.
So 2 key defensive penalties against Stevens Point in this series.
Yeah, that wasn't the reach up and accidentally grab the face mask. That was grab it and spin the guy around in a circle. Of course, it's easy for me to say. Sometimes a player will put his hand up there. Yes, he's in the face mask, but then you get your fingers caught in there.
Yeah, sure. Many times that is inadvertent. Usually it is, even if it looks pretty vicious.
That one did.
But it's a 15-yard mark-off, and now Marshfield has the ball at the SPASH 44.
Well, nothing else, maybe we can change some field position here.
Tiger football, first down at the SPASH 44-yard line. Lemoyne and Slade both on the far side.
Timeout, SPASH.
Yep, Stevens Point wants a timeout here. SPASH will use its first timeout of the first half. We have 10:15 remaining in the second quarter. Our score is Marshfield 7, Stevens Point nothing. We'll return to Gerke Field and more football in just a moment.
Would you like to earn $60,000 or more per year? Rail Transport is currently hiring truck drivers for local and regional jobs.
Finally found the home of your dreams. Now what? You need a home mortgage from a lender that can help you make home ownership more affordable with the speed and service you deserve.
You need Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Whether you're a new home buyer or refinancing your current mortgage, you can trust Fairway to provide you with everything you need.
At Fairway, we understand you want it right and you want it fast, and we'll guarantee it. 30 days or less, or we'll pay your closing costs.
Be in the home of your dreams faster with Fairway.
You've finally found the home of your dreams. Now what?
Well, we've had that turf for quite a while. It's starting to show its wear. Looks like a brand new track, though. Here we go, Gene.
Tiger football, SPASH 44, Lemoyne and Slade both on the far side. SPASH showing blitz here. Gadel back to pass. Rolls to the far sideline. He may take off. Now throws on the run. Caught by... Oh, he dropped the ball. That was Helm. We mentioned Derek Helm lined up at tight end now these days, and he had a chance for his first catch. Went right through his hands, incomplete.
He had a chance for his first catch and a good 15 to 20 yards. He definitely turned his head and shoulders upfield as the ball hit him right in the numbers, right out front.
So that means 2nd and 10 Tigers. At the SPASH 44, Tigers really without much of a tight end presence this year, so they put their backup fullback, Derek Helm, at that spot, and he's blocked well, but had a chance to make a catch on that play and couldn't come up with the football.
Yeah, got a little overexcited.
Lemoyne and Slade far side on 2nd and 10 from the 44. Gadel, quick toss far side to Slade, well defensed, but can't get away from a defensive player and knocked down in the backfield for a loss. Well done by a Stevens Point defensive man. That's defensive back Larson Lewis came up.
In front of him, so I'm not sure if that's a so-called bubble or boulder or bingo or whatever it was, but it didn't go anywhere.
And a conversion down for Marshfield. 3rd and 13 Tigers at the SPASH 47. Gadel back to throw the football. Steps up, throws far sideline and incomplete. Looking for Helm along the far sideline near the first down marker, but threw the ball by him, incomplete.
Pass intended for Derek.
Lack of coordination. Break came out of his break. A little fever. You got to remember to make your cut, but then keep your pattern going.
Tremelling kicking on 4th and 13 from the SPASH 44. Good snap. Kick is away. Very short kick, however. Angle to the far sideline, bouncing around and going backwards, out of bounds around the 39-yard line.
Boy.
That's only going to be an 8-yard kick for Kyle Tremelling.
Almost blocked again. Man in from the defensive ball off and around that player. Official actually even reached for his flag as Hunter went down, but there really wasn't any contact of note there.
Stevens Point, decent field position, their own 38 with 9:15 left in the first half. Marshfield on top, 7-0.
I wonder if that rusher actually got a little hand or a couple fingers on that ball.
Well, it could be too, yeah.
Went nowhere.
Quarterback Brandon Vlacko still out there. Riley Sankey in the backfield. They shift the tight end, Spencer Wiersba, out to the near side. Vlacko to throw to the far side, looking. The protection breaks down. He starts to run up the far sideline and thrown out of bounds near the 45-yard line. Boy, Vlacko looking all the way on that play. He's only a sophomore and doesn't change his look very much. Found nobody open on that route, so he ran the ball to the 43 and gained 5 on the carry.
One of the few times he's been able to break outside contain. He had a lot of time to throw the football that time, too.
2nd and 5 for SPASH at their own 43.
2nd down.
Riley Warzinski now in the ballgame at quarterback. He comes in on that play. Warzinski will hand the ball off to Sankey. No place to go. Drop back at the 42.
I think he lost about a yard.
Tigers with good penetration. Sankey could not get his motor going on that play, and he does lose 1. Loss of 1 back to the 42, 3rd and 6 for Stevens Point.
Brought down by Tyler Hahn.
Join us for our coverage of Central Wisconsin sports news on Sports tomorrow, 11 a.m., right here on WDLB and also on 92.3 FM WOSQ. 3rd and 6 SPASH at their own 42. Engel coming out wide to the far side. Hoffmeister on the near side. Flacco back in there, looks to throw to the near sideline, caught by Engel at the 45, hit immediately by Week and dropped for a very short gain.
Nice play there by Week.
Now he drops him at the 46, about 2 yards short of that first down marker.
Flecko's pass complete to Colton Engel.
So we'll see what Stevens Point does here. They'll put the ball on the 47, gain of 5. It's 4th and 1 SPASH at their own 47. And it looks like Vlaka's going to go back out there with a play. SPASH ball on their own 47, 4th and 1.
8 minutes left in the quarter, more or less.
Stevens Point, we'll talk about it. SPASH timeout, their second timeout. Second timeout for SPASH here in the first half. 7:53 remaining before halftime. And Marshfield leads Stevens Point 7-0. We'll come back to Gerke Field in just a moment.
Hey everybody, I want to tell you about your local TV experts, South Electronics and Dish TV.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Second game here in Stevens Point this evening between Pacelli and Wittenberg Burnhamwood starting at about 8 o'clock this evening.
By the way, Kraszewski is taking off his pads now over here. He was on crutches. They were just testing crutches for him, and he has some sort of a, looks like a splint type device on that right lower leg.
Kraszewski, a very valuable receiver out of the backfield, has 5 catches this year.
Well, he looks done for the night right now.
SPASH to go for it on 4th and 1 at their own 42. Vlaco at quarterback.
Snap count.
And he looks to run the quarterback's draw straight ahead for the first down inside the 50 to the Marshfield 47. Vlaco takes it straight ahead and he gains 6. A 1st and 10 for SPASH at the Marshfield 46-yard line. 7:45 remaining. First half, Tigers on top 7-0.
Vlaco now with 6 carries for 18 yards. One of those a 12-yarder, but he's been dropped twice for a sack. Sacks of 4 and 2 yards thus far.
He ran for 37 yards against Neenah earlier this year. That's his season high. SPASH ball back inside Marshfield territory. Tight formation here. Vlaco in the pistol. 2 men in the backfield next to him. Vlaco takes the snap and runs the quarterback draw himself and gets outside for a nice gain to the 40, 35, 30. Runs over a Tiger tackler and carries down to the 23-yard line. Finally grabbed and knocked down by Matt Donovan inside the 30-yard line.
Well, we may have gotten our block of the game, but it was by a SPASH player on the far side that sprung him and got him around the corner.
Vlaco runs for 20. He's a big guy, 6'1", 186, only a sophomore, but a Stevens Point man is down on the near sideline. SPASH player is down.
Boy, way away from the play again. Not even close to the play.
So medical personnel out to attend to a Stevens Point player. 7:10 remaining in the first half here at Gerke Field. Marshfield leading Stevens Point 7-0 once again at halftime. Marshfield Tiger soccer coach Steve McCann joins us to talk about Tiger soccer. Boy, what a big week for Tiger soccer. We saw the Tigers in action Tuesday in a 4-0 win over Wausau East. Then a big win last night. Marshfield knocking off Wausau West 2-0, handing Wausau West their first conference loss of the year. So a nice week for the Marshfield Tiger soccer team. We'll talk about that with Coach Steve McCann during our halftime report this evening.
Officials have called a timeout here, Gene, not only for the injury, but have sent both teams to the sidelines to get some water on this hot day. And that injured player, can't see his number, is still down, and they're tending to a leg injury.
So Stevens Point man is down on the field. We have 7:10 remaining in the first half here at Stevens Point, and our score is Marshfield 7, Stevens Point nothing. We'll come back to Gerke Field and more football in just a moment.
No matter
Food, family, and fun again this fall at Phelps' Dairy Store. Even more fun to be had when the all-new Culver's Corn Maze opens on Saturday, September 14th. Bring the entire family to Phelps' Dairy Store, just east of Crossroad Commons in Stevens Point, to experience the best corn maze in the area. Choose from the 3-acre maze and test your skill at the full 9-acre Culver's Corn Maze. Again, all the fun begins Saturday, September 14th, fall hours, Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6, and Sundays, 10 to 2. Phelps' Dairy Store. Food, family, and fun.
It's a great burger. So we invited folks to try Culver's Butter Burger, plain with nothing on it. What I want you to taste is the beef that we use at Culver's. It's so good without condiments on it. Always fresh, never frozen. We get a nice sear on the bottom of the burger. It's a butter burger because we lightly butter the bun.
You can actually taste that it's fresh.
I like that, the texture, that little crispy layer.
I need one more of these to go.
Culver's on Central and Upham in Marshfield.
Welcome to Delicious.
First and 10 Spash at the Marshfield 27. Vlaco in the pistol, takes the snap. Back to pass, comes deep to the near sideline, has Porter out there near the goal line, and he goes through his fingertips, incomplete, but there's a flag down on the play as well. Defense by Parker Week. Porter turned, had the ball go through his arms, and apparently some interference between Week and Porter. The injured Stevens Point man was an offensive lineman, Mitchell Ruska. He was helped off the field. Interference call apparently against Marshfield here.
There's no face guarding call anymore, but Week never got his head turned around at all as he was running. Oh, the receiver from SPASH turned and was trying to face the ball, and Week ran right into him. Thus the pass interference call.
And that puts the ball on the Tiger 13-yard line. Once again, Stevens Point has the football inside the rail red zone.
By the way, well-thrown ball there.
Yep. First and 10 Stevens Point, the Tiger 13. Vlaco in the pistol. Two men back there with him. Takes the snap and runs himself off tackle. Hit hard at the 11, stop right there. Runs into Gust.
Vlaco, the ball carrier.
Week coming up to help out as well, along with Tyler Hahn. Vlaco to the 10, he'll gain 3. Second and 7 for SPASH at the Tiger 10-yard line. Vlaco has become Stevens Point's most potent offensive weapon with his running skills. Hoffmeister far side. Porter wide near side. Sankey in the backfield on 2nd and 7 from the 10. Vlaco looks to throw, pump fakes, now starts to run to the near sideline, throws towards the end zone, and the ball is caught, but out of bounds, I believe. Yes, out of bounds. The receiver made a nice catch, but he came down out of bounds. That was Porter along the near sideline, came down outside the end zone, incomplete pass.
Nice corner pattern by that receiver. Had a Marshfield defender over here at this cornerback spot. Beat again, but the ball thrown a little high and too far.
So a third down now for Stevens Point, 3rd and 7 SPASH at the Tiger 10-yard line.
Frankly, could have been, should have been a touchdown.
Vlaco trotting back onto the field. Tiger defense digging in. Hoffmeister far side. Porter on the near side. Vlaco in the pistol formation. Sankey behind him. Gets the snap. Runs the quarterback draw. Pulled down from behind. A fine defensive play by Mason Cronk. Mason Cronk gets in there from behind. Vlaco goes down back at about the 13. Loss of 3. And a 4th down, 4th and 10 SPASH at the Tiger 13. We'll see if Stevens Point thinks about the field goal again here. We don't see Schultz out there, their kicker. Unless they bring in another kicker, and that might be the situation.
Thank you.
We're going to have another kicker, not Schultz, but Noah Strevler. We'll try from the 20, a 30-yard field goal try for Noah Strevler of SPASH. Ball is down, kick is on the way, long enough, and the kick is up, and it is good. Noah Strevler with a 30-yard field goal to put Stevens Point on the scoreboard for the first time this evening.
Dribbler's kick is good for the Panthers.
5:26 remaining in the second quarter, and our score now is Marshfield 7 and Stevens Point 3. More football from Stevens Point following this message.
Nuts Deep in Marshfield and Spencer is open now for Friday Fish Fry. Get to Nuts Deep now, get your fish fry, and watch this game. That's right, have your fish and watch the game. You get it all at Nuts Deep. You can also visit Nuts Deep Express Grab and Go in Marshfield, just south of 14th Street on South Central Avenue. Nuts Deep is open late after the game. We'll see you there.
Stevens Point on the scoreboard, now trailing Marshfield 7-3, and now the kickoff, our service of Rail Transport of Marshfield. Kick off your new career with Rail Transport and get paid while you do your CDL training at Rail Transport of Marshfield. Hinson and Slade back in deep safety. Strevler kicking off. Rather short kick. And Slade comes up to the 12. Far side 15 to the 20, through traffic to the 25. Grab from behind and spun out of bounds around the 29.
Good hard running on that return. First contact at about the 23-yard line, but manages to get some extra yardage to the outside and may have even moved it out to about the 27.
Let's see where they spot the ball.
Yeah. Oh, now they're backing up. Where are they going? Officials are walking around all over the place.
Looks like right on the 29.
29, okay.
Tiger football on 29, 5:19 remaining, second quarter. Marshfield leading 7-3.
So that was a 6-yard return after first contact.
Slade and Lemoyne the wideouts. Gadel in the pistol. Joey grabs the snap. Being rushed, throws far sideline. Caught by Lemoyne at the sideline, dragging a tackler with him to near the first down marker at the 39. He's out of bounds, I believe, at the 38. So a yard short of the first down marker. Lemoyne on the catch for 9 yards. 2nd and 1 Tigers at the Marshfield 38. Tiger football tonight, a service of Trudeau Construction of Marshfield, Rail Transport of Marshfield, and Selke Electronics in Chile.
3 catches for Wade Lemoyne tonight already.
That gives him 25 for the year. Had 3 last week against Kaukauna for 52 yards and the Tigers' only touchdown. 2nd and 1 Tigers at their own 38-yard line. Schaefer in the backfield next to Gadel. Joey wants to pass the football. Being rushed, starts to run to the 40, sidesteps a tackler to the 45-yard line, dives out to the 48. Some nifty running under pressure for Joey Gadel. He picks up the first down with that run.
Joey Gadel, the ball carrier.
Joey gains 9. They'll mark him down on the 47, but a nice run for Joey and a first down for Marshfield. Joey averaging about 3.5 yards per run this year. A nice run that time. Under pressure. 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 47. Tigers on top 7-0. 4:50 left in the first half. Lemoyne and Slade the wideouts. Hinson comes in motion. Counter to Dickinson. Through traffic to the 50. 45, running over one of his own tacklers to the Stevens Point 40-yard line. Dickinson shoved Garrett Anderson out of the way to pick up some extra yardage. And he runs for 13 yards and a Tiger first down.
Guess what side they ran to, Gene? Right side.
To the right. One of their few successful runs to the right tonight. 1st and 10 Tigers at the SPASH 40-yard line. Lemoyne and Slade, the wideouts. Schaefer in the backfield behind Gadel. Hinson comes in motion. Straight ahead, Schaefer, a big hole straight ahead across the 35 to the 30-yard line, inside the 30 to about the 27.
Boy, good, hard interior running tonight by these Tiger backs.
And Schaefer down to the 27-yard line. He'll gain 13 more on that run. So the Tigers with plays of 9, 9, 13, and 13 on this drive. A first down for Marshfield at the SPASH 27-yard line. Hinson to the far side. Lemoyne near side. Slade a flex tight end down back at the 30. Couldn't turn the corner. And Hinson loses 3 on that play.
Another SPASH player slow to get up.
Yeah, right.
He's going to get up and limp his way back to the huddle.
That's
like
linebacker
okay.
Brett Britt says he's okay. 2nd and 13 Tigers at the SPASH 30-yard line.
I think it was Carter Borchert for Stevens Point on that tackle.
I
Nice
think you're
play.
right. Tigers in a 2nd and long situation here. Lemoyne and Slade both heading to the far side. Hinson and Helm on the near side. Durham, the back behind Gadel on 2nd and 13. Hinson goes in motion. Gadel back to pass, steps up, throws far sideline. Slade out there had to go through a SPASH defender to get the football and couldn't get there. It's incomplete.
They're just going to call it incidental contact.
Yeah, the SPASH man really did not see the play in front of him, and Slade had to go through him to get to the football. There was some contact, but the officials don't call anything.
Nathan Conkle on the Panther defense.
That was tough as to whether that could even have been an offensive pass interference, the way Slade ran him over.
So here's a 3rd and 13 for the Tigers at the SPASH 30-yard line.
In other words, I think it was a good no call overall.
Lemoyne and Slade to the far side. Helm and Hinson tight on the near side. Durham in the backfield. 3rd and 13. Gadel back to pass. Being pressured. Runs to the far sideline. Under severe pressure, throws far sideline. The ball dropped by Helm at the 30. That was a tough catch. We've gotten on Nathan a couple of times, or Derek a couple of times, on some drops, but that one would have been a tough catch. He had to leap high and try to one-hand it and couldn't haul it in.
You could have made that.
No, I could have, yes.
No, you could have easily.
Yeah. So a 4th down now for the Tigers, 4th and 13 at the SPASH 30-yard line.
There goes Gene. Airborne.
Yep.
Two-handed grab.
Yep. Well, that wouldn't be 2.
He's at the 15. He's at the 10. Uh-oh, he's going the wrong way.
Yeah. Conversion down for Marshfield, 4th and 13 from the SPASH 30. Gadel in the pistol. Back to pass, being rushed, throws far side to Hinson, makes the play at the 30, then gets run down immediately. Well done by linebacker Nate Engelkes. He saw that 4-yard line. That pass loses 4 yards, and Stevens Point takes over on downs.
1st and 10 Panthers.
So the Tigers penetrate to the Stevens Point 27, but come away with no points, and the SPASH offense back on the field with 2:49 remaining before halftime. Marshfield leading 7-3.
Joey Gadel started out 4 of 5, including a touchdown pass in his first 5 tosses. Now is 3 of 8 on his last 8 passes.
Brandon Vlaco back in there at quarterback. On 1st down, Sankey straight ahead, runs over a couple of tacklers, then jumped on from behind by Gust and knocked down back at the 38-yard line. He'll gain 5 on that run.
Emmett Meisner, who was a great tackler that time, came up to tackle Sankey, and he got trucked.
Sankey, you mentioned Sankey, a big guy, 5'10", 223. Well, Emmett 6 foot, 162, but there's a difference there.
Emmett is really good about getting down around the ankles, trying to take him along around the shoulder pads, and not so good.
Here's a 2nd and 5 for SPASH at their own 38. J.J. Lilly wide to the near side. Vlaco rolls to the near side. Meisner in pursuit, throws on the run, and it's tipped around and intercepted by Marshfield. Picked off along the near sideline and into the end zone for a touchdown by Tyler Wine.
Ooh, juggling catch, tipped it again, turned around, grabbed it, kind of tipped it, finally grabbed a hold of it, and down the sideline he went. Rumble, stumble, nice play.
Tyler Wine with a juggling interception, held on to it, ran down the near sideline for the score, and Marshfield on top 13-3.
We talked about him early in the game. He's shown up quite often in our calls from these defensive plays the last few weeks.
About a 42-yard interception return for Tyler Wine. Tremelli now on to attempt to kick the PAT. Big play there for the Marshfield Tiger defense. There's a flag down. Procedure, I believe, against Marshfield.
Down in the far end zone, the south end zone.
So Tremelli now to kick from the 15, a 25-yard PAT try.
Yeah, kind of hard to see what happened or who moved or who was lined up incorrectly there. Nevertheless, here comes the extra point, Gene.
Will Fetting the holder. Ball's down, high snap, kick is away, and the kick is up, and it is good. So the Tigers with a defensive touchdown, a big play for the Marshfield Tigers. 2 minutes left in the first half, and our score now, Marshfield 14, Stevens Point 3. Back to Gerke Field and more football in just a moment.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota, powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili.
First takeaway by either ball club tonight. That's Vlaco's 5th pass interception thrown this year. And now our kickoff, a service of Rail Transport of Marshfield. Kickoff your new career at Rail Transport. Get paid while you do your CDL training at Rail Transport of Marshfield.
At Wine's 10-year reunion, that was going to be an 85-yard touchdown return. Memories are made on high school football fields.
Dragging 6 guys in the end zone.
It was a great play, though.
Yes, it was. Tremelling on the kick, long line drive. And Porter at the 10 across the 20-yard line, runs into a couple of guys and carries out to about the 27-yard line.
Yep, ran into his own man, and then the Tigers came to the rescue.
Clover Bell Conference football tonight. Nielsville Granton is at Spencer Columbus. That game at 7 o'clock this evening. Colby at Fall Creek. Cadott at Stanley Boyd. In the Marywood Conference, Auburndale at Marathon. Stratford plays tonight at Rib Lake Prentice. SPASH football at their own 28-yard line. We're now late in the second quarter. And Marshfield now leading 14-3 thanks to a defensive touchdown by Tyler Wine. SPASH offense on the field. Sophomore Brandon Vlaco playing quarterback. Dylan Henson next to him. And 3 receivers on the near side. Vlaco back to pass. Starts to run the quarterback draw. Shakes a couple of tackles across the 35 to the 40 to the 42. And pulled down right there by Dustin Altman.
That's another one of those situations, Gene. 3 receivers way out to this near sideline, 1 receiver to the other side. Quite often you see a quarterback draw or some sort of a trap play right up the middle.
Clock running down, 1:40 left before halftime. SPASH has 1 timeout remaining.
Especially when you got a runner at quarterback like a Vlaco, tough kid.
Joe Pecor back in. Engel and Lilly to the near side. Pecor and Sankey in the backfield. With Vlaco in the pistol on 1st and 10. Vlaco hands to Pecor. Slides through the line across the 50-yard line. Run down from behind by Peterson at the Tiger 49. And Pecor runs for 9 on that play. Clock still moving. 1:05 left before halftime. Again, SPASH has 1 timeout remaining. We'll see if SPASH takes a shot deep at some point. Vlaco back on the field. 2nd and 1 for SPASH at the Marshfield 49.
Well, if they're going to throw deep, they're going to come this direction to their offensive right.
Lilly near side. Engel on the far side. Vlaco in the pistol. Takes the snap, fades the pass. Being rushed, steps up, gets away from a couple of tacklers, runs the far side to the 45, breaks a tackle and pulled down at the 41-yard line. Gust on the tackle. Broke a would-be tackle by a man upfield, but Vlaco runs to the 41. Gains 8 for a SPASH first down, and now SPASH wants a timeout. Stevens Point's final timeout of the first half. 36 seconds remaining before halftime. And Marshfield now leads Stevens Point 14-3. Marshfield Tigers.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium, company paid health, dental, and life.
Tigers on top by 11, 36 seconds left before halftime. Tigers with 2 scores here in the first half. A touchdown pass of 13 yards from Joey Giedel to Simon Slade, and a 42-yard interception return by Tyler Wine to give Marshfield a 14-3 edge. Stevens Point on the scoreboard with a Field goal by Noah Strevler, a 30-yarder midway through the second quarter.
Well, you've got a guy like Sankey back there in quarterback protection. I wouldn't want to see the ball in his hands on a middle screen if I were a defender. Let's put it that way.
You're listening to Marshfield Tiger football on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and WDLB-WOSQ.com. Adam Burden, our producer. Adelia Kitis, I'm Gene Delisio. 1st and 10 Spash at the Marshfield 41. Lilly comes through in motion, and a bad snap. Ball's on the ground. Vlaco picks it up, runs a couple of yards, but then gets pulled down from behind. The snap came back and hit the leg of the man in motion.
Vlaco on the carry.
That's a loss of 3, and keep in mind, Spash is out of timeouts. They can't stop the clock. 18 seconds left, 2nd and 13 from the 44. Vlaco will now spike it. Spite football stops the clock with 14 seconds left before halftime. Well, he had this great play drawn up, Dale, and the snap came back, hit the guy who was in motion.
Yep.
Once again, halftime. Steve McCann joins us. Marshfield Tigers soccer coach, talks about the Tigers soccer program.
I could just see Tyler Wine picking up that loose ball and going 54 yards for a touchdown.
I'm sure he was eager to do so.
Be another memory.
3rd and 13 Spash at the Marshfield 44. Wideouts on either side. Vlaco will roll to the near sideline, gets hit. Gets away from that tackler, comes to the near sideline and throws on the run, incomplete. A heavy rush, first of all, by Mason Cronk, got away from Cronk, and then Gust knocks down Vlaco, and Vlaco slow getting up. We're going to have a roughing call against Marshfield for the hit on Vlaco.
He's going to call a roughing call. Let the play go all the way through because Gus got him up high somewhere near the helmet. Sideline over here goes nuts, and then Vlaco throws a ball grounding. No one anywhere near. Oh boy, well.
Just 7 seconds left before halftime. It's a personal foul against Marshfield. And that will move the ball inside the 30 to the 28.
Yeah, personal foul was not thrown until after the play was over. Vlaco was on the ground. The official let it go to begin with.
Now 7 seconds left before halftime. Stevens Point with time for one play. And Wierzinski comes in to play quarterback. Drops back to pass. Has time, throws towards the far end zone. Gadel playing defense, and the ball is knocked away incomplete. Gadel playing defense with Donovan, I believe, on Colton Engel, and 2 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Wierzinski's pass incomplete.
So Stevens Point gets one more shot.
Intended for Colton
Tigers
Engel.
are giving some double help on both outside areas, outside zones right now. Parker Week is getting some help by a safety in the deep left zone.
Vlaco comes back in to play quarterback. 2nd down for Stevens Point at the Tiger 28-yard line. Engel and Lilly all to the near side. One wide out on the far side. Vlaco takes the snap, fades the pass, throws across the middle. The ball's incomplete. Overthrew Sankey of the 10-yard line on a deep cross, and that play ends the first half of football here at Gerke Field in Stevens Point. NFL football coming up on Sunday on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ as the New York Jets play New England and Houston faces the Los Angeles Chargers. Our broadcast begins Sunday at 11 a.m. on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ and on WDLB WOSQ.com. We're at Gerke Field in Stevens Point this evening for VFA football between the Marshfield Tigers and the Stevens Point Panthers. Our halftime score is Marshfield 14, Stevens Point 3. We'll come back with Marshfield Tiger soccer coach Steve McCann as our halftime program continues following these messages.
V&H Automotive serves Marshfield and Central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today. V&H Automotive serves Marshfield and central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today. V&H Automotive serves Marshfield and central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today. V&H Automotive serves Marshfield and central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south. Feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken, and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood. Is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10.
Friendly people.
It's like a family.
Real good service.
Service is impeccable.
Staff here is very accommodating and friendly.
Everyone makes you welcome.
I enjoy coming here.
Honestly, everybody who works here is just really friendly.
Service is phenomenal.
Everybody's always smiling.
I don't know what else to say.
I couldn't ask for anything better.
It's in the name. There's just such a simplicity to all of it.
Food, family, and fun again this fall at Feltz's Dairy Store. Even more fun to be had when the all-new Culver's Corn Maze opens on Saturday, September 14th. Bring the entire family to Feltz's Dairy Store, just east of Crossroad Commons and Stevens Point, to experience the best corn maze in the area. Choose from the 3-acre maze and test your skill at the full 9-acre Culver's Corn Maze. Again, all the fun begins Saturday, September 14th. Fall hours, Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6, and Sundays, 10 to 2. Feltz's Dairy
has been producing the highest quality meat in the area since 1939. From chicken to pork, beef to seafood, here you'll find only the best. Try our award-winning summer sausage and snack sticks, made from only the highest quality cuts, no fillers. And good luck choosing between our 34 flavors of brats. Stop by for lunch and grab a made-to-order sub, burger, or salad. And don't forget all the canned goods, salsas,
is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today. Witness the difference of a Catholic.
The way they've gelled and our keeper, just how they all play together. I'm very, very happy with our defensive efforts, and I think that could really help us going forward. Soccer is supposed to be a low-scoring game, and if you have a good defense, you're always in a contest.
Any areas you'd like to see some improvement here in the second half of the year?
Oh, definitely our attack, just our creativity. We tend to be a little, we kind of want to rush our attack, so we just sometimes need one or two more passes to get a better attack, to cross the ball in front where it's more dangerous, or just to make a smarter pass to really put the
Food treatment with a few setbacks. The package report is cancer.
Sam Morley, guys who really do attack well, really have good offensive potential on this team.
Yeah, you know what, Kyle's a good goal scorer. He's been all the way in the last couple years playing, and as a senior, I expect him to score a ton of goals for us this year. He's a big body, he's got a strong shot. Sam Rory is just quick, good passer, and just real quick speed. He's going to score a lot of goals for us too, and hopefully set a lot up as well. And then Bennett, through the middle, he's got a really strong shot. So those are some of the key guys right there.
Marshfield Tigers soccer coach Steve McCann speaking on Tuesday after Marshfield won its Wisconsin Valley Conference match with Wausau East at Greasy Park by a score of 4-0. And once again, the Tigers soccer team also a winner last night, edging Wausau West at Wausau by a 2-0 score. Also in Marshfield Tiger sports on Thursday, the Tiger girls swim team lost a dual meet to Stevens Point 115-55. Marshfield's Courtney Donahue won the butterfly. Alyssa Franks won the 500 for Marshfield. Also on Thursday, the Marshfield Tiger volleyball team lost to Wausau East 3-2. Lindsay Steffen had 18 kills for Marshfield. Katie Johnson 9 kills and 27 digs. Taylor Barwick 8 kills and 18 assists. Bailey Mattis 19 assists. Katie Sadowska 21 digs for Marshfield. Also in soccer action on Thursday, the Columbus Dons down Newman 6-1. Kellen Delaney had 3 goals and 2 assists for the Dons. Dylan Porter scored 2 goals. Tom Nystrom had 1 goal. Afton Delaney and Tyler Linsmeyer each had 1 assist for Columbus. Mosinee soccer team lost to Northland Pines 4-3. Cole Holtz, Carter Dahl, and Duarte Pedro all scored goals for Mosinee. Assists by Torrin Holtz, Matt Sams, and Clayton Clays. And college soccer action on Thursday. The Turbo nipped Northwestern College of Minnesota 1-0. Former Columbus Don standout Calvin Brown had 1 assist in that match for the Turbo. Calvin now has 1 goal and 1 assist for the V-Hawks this season. Coming up in high school soccer action next week on Monday, the Marshfield Tiger and Columbus Don soccer teams both in action on Monday of next week. The Tigers play at that match begins Monday at 6 p.m. at Steam Stadium, and the Columbus Don soccer team meets Plainfield Tri-County at Greasy Park in Marshfield Monday at 5 p.m. Also in soccer on Monday, Mosinee plays Clintonville at Edgewood Park in Mosinee Monday at 4:30. Let's remind you that anytime a ball club gets the ball inside the 20-yard line tonight, that means they have the ball inside the Rail red zone. Visit rail.jobs to join the winning Rail team. Experience the power of red with Rail Transport of Marshfield. And more of our halftime report from Gerke Field and Stevens Point in just a moment. The Marshfield Tiger Booster Club, Strippers
Schwedke on his great baseball season. Trevor hit .335 with 4 home runs and 54 RBIs for the UW Milwaukee baseball team. Was a semifinalist for the Brooks Wallace Award as the top college shortstop in the nation and was selected by Toronto in the baseball amateur draft. Congratulations once again to Marshfield's Trevor Schwedke from the Marshfield Tiger Booster Club.
Director of the announcers more, all locally sourced. Hewitt's Meat in Marshfield and Tomahawk. Hewitt's Meat has been producing the highest quality meat in the area since 1939. From chicken to pork, beef to seafood, here you'll find only the best. Try our award-winning summer sausage and snack sticks, made from only the highest quality cuts, no fillers. And good luck choosing between our 34 flavors of brats. Stop by for lunch and grab a made-to-order sub, burger, or salad. And don't forget all the canned goods, salsas, pickles, pizzas, and more. All locally sourced. Hewitt's Meat in Marshfield and Tomahawk. Hewitt's Meat has been producing the highest
flooring project, new or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer. R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chile, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili
first quarter. No further scoring until midway through the second quarter after Marshfield had a short punt that gave Stevens Point the football on the SPASH 38. The SPASH Ball Club drove down to the Tiger 10 and settled for a field goal, a 30-yarder from Noah Strevler to put SPASH on the scoreboard, and Marshfield led 7-3 with 5:26 remaining in the second period. Marshfield then drove the ball down to the SPASH 30, and the Tigers were stopped on downs. Stevens Point got the football back at their own 33, and on a 2nd and 5 play, quarterback Brandon Flacco had a pass intercepted by Tyler Wine, who made a juggling interception, ran down the near sideline, and scored on the pass interception, a run of about 42 yards for the score. Kyle Tremelling with the PAT, and Marshfield led 14-3 with 2 minutes left before halftime. Stevens Point then got the ball back and drove to the Marshfield 28, but could get no closer. And so we go to halftime here with Marshfield leading Stevens Point by a score of 14-3. We're going to have Dale Titus come in momentarily and talk about the stats in this ball game. Nonetheless, a very strong performance by the Marshfield Tigers in this first half. Again, our halftime stats, a service of the people for whom numbers matter the most. Edward Jones
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. They are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Wondering what to feed your team after
It's
work?
always a big rivalry. At least it's a huge rivalry for Marshfield. I'll tell you this, as long as Marshfield can beat Stevens Point, that satisfies an awful lot of people in Marshfield for the whole football season.
And Marshfield has beaten Stevens Point each now of the last 2 seasons, and I believe 5 of the last 7 years. So this rivalry has gone Marshfield's way in recent years, and that's been a good sign for Tiger football fans. 5 of the last 8. Marshfield won the last 2, then Stevens Point won 3 before that. Marshfield won 3 between 2011 and 2013, so Marshfield has had some good success against Stevens Point in recent years. But you mentioned, Dale, the Tiger defense very strong this evening. And tell us about some things you've seen from that group that have led to their success tonight.
Well, pass rush-wise especially, guys like Daggett and even Gus on the blitz. We've seen Wine in there also. That every time Blacko has tried to go back and throw the ball, he's been harried and had to run for the most part. And early in the ball game, at least for most of the first quarter, and I'd say first half of the second quarter, Marshfield also controlled the line of scrimmage defensively. Now SPASH picked up some bigger gains heading towards the locker room and towards halftime, but managed to Marshfield managed to keep them out of the scoring zone. And at the end of the half, big defensive play also in this ball game. This may turn out to be our, what do we call it, our special play.
The memorable moment.
Memorable moment tonight is the big stop by Mason Kronk down near the goal line on a third down play when he dropped Velasic on a third down play in short yardage with SPASH heading in towards the end zone. That may turn out to be one of the biggest plays of this football game.
Had some good plays by the Tiger defense in this one. Had Vlaco not run the ball pretty successfully in the second quarter, the SPASH offense would really be stymied tonight.
Yeah, they really would, you know, including he's responsible for 99, excuse me, of the total 114 yards of offense, 46 yards passing, 53 yards rushing as well. So, yeah, he's been the star for Stevens Point, and he's a good athlete, tough runner, but Marshfield has really made life miserable for him.
We mentioned earlier, Stevens Point's offense has been severely challenged so far this year. SPASH averaging only 132 yards of offense per game, only 51 yards of rushing offense per game. It usually has been in the past that SPASH has had some big, quick back in the backfield. They did not have that last year, but they did have Kelly, who was a big guy. Wasn't real fast, but very big. He could run people over. But now they don't even really have that in their backfield. Sankey's a big guy, but not nearly as quick and as talented as some of these other guys in the past, so their rushing game really challenged this year.
Well, looking at the rosters on both sides, both teams are playing a number of juniors and even some sophomores, and neither of these teams really right now, I mean, they're playing tough football, but neither of them are the formidable teams that they've been in the past 4 or 5 years. And Marshfield hopes to come out on top of this one. They have gotten a little bit more of a running game going tonight than we've seen in some of the past games.
Marshfield should have the football to begin the second half.
Seen some nice running by Logan Durham tonight, Gene, and some hard running at times by Hinson as well. Breaking tackles. Joey Gadel has been chased out of the pocket a number of times. In all honesty, he's 7 for 13 passes, but he's had, I'd say, 3 passes that were right in the hands of receivers, maybe seldom used receivers, but they were dropped, and so his percentage, not only that, his passing yards would be much better in the first half. Although a couple of those passes were kind of tough to hang on to.
Joey completing 50% of his passes for the year coming into this ball game.
Just about that today, too, a little over.
Hinson and Slade back in deep safety for Marshfield, as Trevor kicks off for Stevens Point to begin the second half of football. Kick is away, a line drive, and Hinson on the 4. Coming to the near side, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, breaks a tackle to the 30, breaks another to the 35, out to the 37. Nice return by Sam Hinson.
Again, first contact was at about the 27-yard line, and he added on another 10, twisting and spinning his way. And if that SPASH tackler hadn't made the tackle on Hinson, of course I suppose you could say this about every running or passing play in a football game, but had he not made that tackle, again, Gene would be going, he's at the 20, the 15, the 10, because it was that close for a touchdown return. But here we go with the Tigers on offense.
First and 10 for Marshfield at their own 37. Joey Gadel in the pistol. Logan Durham next to him. Two receivers on the far side, two tight receivers near side. Joey back to pass to the far sideline and caught by Lemoyne at the 49-yard line. He took a knee to make the catch, so he's down right there, but that should give Marshfield the first down.
Went down 11 yards past the sticks, turned around in the inside right about the hash marks, and Joey put the ball right on the numbers. Lemoyne did take a pretty good shot in the lower back on that play, but he got up quickly.
11 yards for Lemoyne on the play. First and 10 Tigers at their own 48. Play just underway here in the second half. Marshfield leads 14-3. Lemoyne and Slade both on the near side. Now Slade goes in motion. Durham in the backfield behind Gadel. And Joey pitches to Durham to the far side, to the midfield, and stop right there. Durham running to the right side of the Tiger bench, picks up 2.
Logan Durham, the ball carrier.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 for Marshfield at midfield.
Good pursuit now by SPASH on the wide plays. We've seen a lot of teams really playing strong on those wide plays against the Tigers. One factor I keep looking at as those teams pursue, there's nobody home on the backside.
Lemoyne far side, Slade on the near side. Durham and Hinson the wings, Schaefer in the backfield on 2nd and 8. Gave him to throw the football, being rushed. Here comes a screen pass, it's dropped. Screen pass to Schaefer. He dropped it, picked up by a Marshfield lineman. Fallen on by a Marshfield offensive lineman. That was grabbed by Devin Deeringer, but the pass rolled incomplete.
Yeah, that was thrown over the middle. Schaefer with about 3 SPASH players around him, although I'm not sure they were even aware of what was going on. There was just kind of a muddle of players in the middle. And ball thrown to Schaefer in the middle.
Conversion play for Marshfield, 3rd and 8 Tigers at the 50-yard line.
Put it this way, middle screen works real well if you get a good pass rush. That time there were about 3 SPASH players that just stood there. I don't think they were actually staying back for the screen. 2
receivers on the far side. Gadel wants to throw the football to the far sideline. Caught by Lemoyne. Pulled down at the SPASH 41, but he should have the first down.
Yep, officials already marking it.
9 yards for Wyatt Lemoyne. And a first down for Marshfield at the SPASH 41. Lemoyne with 2 catches on this drive. Still early in the third quarter, Marshfield on top 14-3. First and 10 Marshfield at the SPASH 41. Slade near side, Lemoyne far side, Schaefer in the backfield. Gadel might be changing the play here.
A 6-man rush with the linebackers showing blitz.
Hinson goes in motion, quick pass far side incomplete.
Yeah, Joey had to get rid of it because he had 8 players coming that time. 2 of them through the, what you call the A gaps, which are these center guard gaps on either side of the center.
Trying a quick pitch to Lemoyne, but Wyatt hadn't turned around yet. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 for Marshfield at the SPASH 41-yard line.
Just a good job of just getting rid of that ball before getting leveled. Actually, he got hit anyway, but it would have been worse had he still had the ball in his hands.
Derek Helm comes into play tight end. Lemoyne and Slade on the near side. Hinson a wing on the far side. Durham in the backfield on 2nd and 10. Gadel to throw the football again. Comes the near sideline. High throw incomplete over Slade's head. Well covered by linebacker Nate Engelkes on that play. So now a 3rd and long for the Tigers. 3rd and 10 Marshfield at the SPASH 41.
SPASH is relying upon the fact that they're going to get to Joey Gadel before he can throw it because they're playing a 3-deep secondary and they're bringing just about every other player on most plays. It's just a matter of whether Joey can get the pass off on time because there's a lot of room downfield.
Schaefer comes back into play fullback and Helm leaves. 2 wide receivers on either side on 3rd and 10 from the 41-yard line. Gadel settles back in that pistol formation.
Now we got a zone.
Joey back to pass, runs a quarterback draw, but runs into some traffic and pulled down for no gain. Joey took off, and he may lose 1 yard on that play. So it's 4th and 11 for Marshfield. at the SPASH 42, and presumably the Tigers will punt here. And Tremelling will try to pin the SPASH ball club deep in their own territory. Colton Engel back in single safety at the 10-yard line. Good snap. Tremelling kicks it away. High kick. Engel back at his own 10, straight ahead, hit right there and dropped after a very short gain. Stevens Point football at about their own 12-yard line. 9:15 remaining in the third quarter. Marshfield leads Stevens Point 14-3 here at Gerke Field. In Cloverwood Conference football tonight, Thorpe is at Abbotsford. Our broad Withy and Assumption at Athens. Brandon Vlaco at quarterback for SPASH, 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. SPASH man late getting off the field. Vlaco takes the snap and runs straight ahead and hit immediately by Daggett and pulled down after a short gain.
Meisner in there from the outside and dove at Vlaco's feet, and caused him to step inside right into the other ball players.
About 1 yard on that carry for Vlaco. It's 2nd and 9 for Stevens Point at their own 13-yard line. SPASH having a difficult time moving the football tonight.
I'm not sure if that was a defensive adjustment or not, but that was the play that Vlaco has gained some nice yardage on, that quarterback run over left guard, left tackle. Nothing there.
Yeah, he has done well on that play. Brady Dillingham out wide to the far side on 2nd and 9 from the 12. Vlaco will hand the ball off to Pecor on the sweep. Gets outside of Meisner, then gets hit by Altman and pulled down around the 18-yard line.
Joe Pecor on the carry.
And a Marshfield man, no, that's another SPASH man down.
Justin Altman on the tackle for the Tigers.
Pecor outside for about 5 yards to the 18-yard line.
I want to mention Dustin Altman now, the punt team for Marshfield has been in a little bit of jeopardy, although there was a 5-yard running into the kicker play earlier in the ball game. But that time, Dustin Altman to the outside. The last time Marshfield punt, he got, well, I can't talk straight tonight. I guess that's not unusual. Dustin Altman was able to get to the outside and take that rusher that was coming from the left side from the SPASH defense, and did a very nice job keeping him out of our punter's face.
SPASH man is still down and being attended to by medical personnel. He's on the far sideline laying down, now starting to pull himself up. We are not able to identify the player from here. 8:14 remaining, third quarter. Marshfield leads Stevens Point 14-3. The player is now up, and that looks like it might be Sankey. Well, Stevens Point has already lost Kurchevsky, a starting running back. Their main running back, Cooper Banky, is not even suited up tonight. He's in street clothes on the sidelines.
They lost a starting offensive lineman.
Yes, they did.
Mitchell Roska, number 56. He's on crutches over here with the cast on his leg, 5'5", 212. I think it was their starting center. And I've also noticed that they've got Logan, I think it's pronounced Wallowitz, over here, a defensive lineman. Not tonight, but must have been in last week or a previous game. But he's a 6'2", 240-pound senior for SPASH, and he's a big dude down there, and he's got a cast on his right leg.
You're right, Wallowitz, 6'2", 240. So Sankey being helped off the field, a real makeshift backfield now for Stevens Point.
Wow.
Dylan Henson in the backfield now. And joined back there, I believe, by Joe Pecor. Henson and Pecor in the backfield. On SPASH at their own 18-yard line. Vlaco in the pistol. Takes the snap, looks to pass to the near sideline, and caught at the 25-yard line, down right there. Quick pass to J.J. Lilly. Dropped immediately by Altman for a gain of about 9 to the 27, the first down for Stevens Point. Marshfield man was playing in front of that play and almost had a pass interception.
I was just going to say, I was trying to look up a number there on the play. I think that might have been Week, who came from underneath.
1st and 10, SPASH at their own 27. Marshfield leads 14-3, 7:40 left, third quarter. Vlaco to throw the football, being rushed now. Gets away, gets spun down by Daggett and throws the ball up in the air. It's loose once again and caught by a Marshfield Tiger, I believe. That ball went high in the air, was deflected, and I believe the Tigers have it. I think that was Brendan Braun who came down with a deflected football.
Yeah, Vlaco did kind of a, well, it's a panic type situation. He was going down to the ground, was being spun around, was trying to throw the ball somewhere out to the left side of the field late, and got the ball knocked right straight up in the air about 10 feet in Marshfield football.
Brendan Braun with the pass interception on that deflection. As Dale mentioned, that ball tipped high in the air, and the Tigers have the football at the SPASH 13-yard line. Tigers on top 14-3, 7:30 remaining in the third quarter. Short field for Marshfield. Toss far sideline. Man wide open. Lemoyne for the touchdown.
Nobody there. Defensively, you want to talk about a play that couldn't be any easier. Somebody forgot to get out there on coverage on the left side. And Lemoyne has been the primary receiver for the Tigers tonight. And he just ran into the end zone, kind of put his hands up in the air. And Joey said, okay, here you go. Give it to him.
So 2 Marshfield interceptions tonight. Wow. They lead directly to scores. 1 play, 13-yard scoring drive for the Tigers, who now lead 20-3. Kyle Tremelling back on to attempt the PAT.
6th catch for Lemoyne.
Big night for Wyatt. Will Fetting the holder. Ball is down, kick on the way. Kick is up, and it is good. And the Tigers expand their lead. 7:28 remaining in the third quarter. Our score, Marshfield 21. Stevens Point 3. More football from Stevens Point in just a moment.
Paget Equipment Company specializing in
family and this fall at Phelps' Dairy Store. Even more fun to be had when the all-new Culver's Corn Maze opens on Saturday in Stevens Point to experience the best corn maze in the area. Choose from the
Kick off your new career at Rail Transport. Get paid while you do your CDL training at Rail Transport of Marshfield.
Tiger defense really rising to the occasion tonight.
Playing quite well. Kyle Tremelling on the kick for Marshfield. Long line drive. And Engel into the end zone for the touchback. Marshfield now on top 21-3 against a Stevens Point game, and has scored only 3 offensive touchdowns. So a tough assignment here for SPASH.
Well, if Vlaco isn't running the ball on an assigned run, if he goes back to pass the football again, he's been chased around all over the place. He's going to see white jerseys in his dreams tonight.
SPASH offense back on the field. Pecor and Hansen in the backfield on 1st and 10 from the 20. Vlaco will hand the ball off straight ahead, and a couple of yards for Pecor off the right side.
It is blackout cancer night tonight here at Gerke Field. Both the Tiger fans and SPASH fans combining on this benefit to raise money for cancer prevention. Been about the 5th year now. I
yes,
think
it has been 5 years. Yes.
That.
Yep. 2nd and 8 coming up for SPASH at their own 22-yard line. Vlaco sets down the line. Some defensive line movement, however.
Yeah, Marshfield jumped.
Yep, that was Tyler Hom who jumped to count early.
Tigers in their white jerseys tonight, black pants. SPASH in all black.
Indication is offside against the Tigers.
Again, we are at Gerke Field. If you've joined us late and wonder how we're so far into the ball game tonight, 5 o'clock start tonight due to another game following this one.
2nd and 3 from the 28. Vlaco to throw to the near sideline, caught by Lilly, grabbed by Week and dropped at the 36-yard line. He'll have the first down. Yeah, Pacelli and Wittenberg Burnhamwood coming up after this one.
How's Pacelli doing this year, do you know?
Not too bad. I think they're in contention for that conference championship.
Parker Week on the tackle for the Tigers.
1st and 10 for SPASH at their own 36. 6.5 left in the third quarter. Marshfield now leads 21-3. Lilly wide receiver on the far side. Vlaco takes the snap. Back to pass, throws far sideline, caught by Lilly and dropped by Altman immediately at the 41. Dylan almost jumped that route.
I was going to say, if he throws another one of those out there to Altman's size, it's going to be 6 going the other way.
Gain of 5, and now Warzinski, the other quarterback, comes in. 2nd and 5 for SPASH at their own 41. Lilly comes to the near side. Hansen and Pecor in the backfield next to Warzinski. And Warzinski to throw. Fakes the draw, now throws deep along the near sideline for Lilly, and over his head, incomplete. Parker Week defending him well. Now Warzinski with a nice ball, but just out of Lilly's reach at the 30-yard line, incomplete. UW Stevens Point football team on the road tomorrow. The Pointers in Madison. Not Madison, Wisconsin, but Madison, South Dakota, to play Dakota State in a non-conference game. UW lacrosse at Dickinson State, also in the Dakotas, North Dakota. UW Whitewater football team at St. Xavier in the Chicago area. 3rd and 5 for SPASH at their own 41. Vlaco back in a quarterback. Pecor goes in motion. And Vlaco to throw to the near sideline, and a low throw caught by Lilly, spins away to the 49, drop right there by Week, and looks like he'll have the first down.
Those plays are a nuisance. They do give you a first down, but a nice tackle after the catch here, minimal gain.
Lilly out to the 49, gains 8, and a first down for Stevens Point. Just shy of midfield, 5.5 left in the third quarter. Marshfield on top here, 21-3.
Shane Westerhausen now in at cornerback.
And Vlaco in the pistol. Grabs the snap and hands off to Pecor straight ahead.
Wow.
Hit hard by a Marshfield linebacker after a short gain. That was Meisner on a big stick at the 47-yard line. Gain of 4 on that run.
Brought down by Emmett Meisner.
2nd and 6 for Stevens Point at the Marshfield 47.
Boy, Meisner's not afraid to stick his nose in there.
No, certainly not.
Twice tonight he's gotten trucked pretty good, but he's made the tackle.
Double slot on 2nd and 6. Vlaco in the pistol. Hansen next to him. Vlaco takes the snap. Quarterback draw straight ahead for
nice
nothing.
Play.
Stopped immediately. Marshfield man gets in there. That was, I believe, that was Mason Cronk again.
Mason Cronk on the
It was Cronk, and also, I think I'm seeing 99 out there. Yes, Jacob Kildall was in on that player. That's the guy that I was saying, nice play. He stuffed the offensive lineman right into the back of the running back.
3rd and 5 for SPASH at the Tiger 46. Wide out on the far side. Double tight end here. Vlaco will throw across the middle. Incomplete. Looking across the middle for, I believe, the tight end on that play. That's Spencer Wiersba, who plays mostly defense. Played mostly defense last year, tight end this year. Got a hand on the football, but couldn't haul it in.
I tell you what's happening there. Tigers now with their safeties have been giving some coverage to the outside on both sides, leaving the middle of the field more vulnerable. We saw that pass attempt, I believe it was to Sankey just before the end of the half, up the middle. So the Tigers do have an opening in the middle of the field, but so far Vlaco has not hit the receiver.
SPASH to go for it on 4th and 5 from the Marshfield 46-yard line. Vlaco gets a low snap, picks it back up, gets hit and taken down. No, he stays on his feet and runs back to the line of scrimmage, but no further.
Man.
Vlaco stayed on his feet after the low snap. He got hit a couple of times, but spun away and actually carried down to the 45 and gained a yard on the play, but well short of the first down.
Tough kid. Really is.
So Marshfield's offense back on the field in good shape. 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 45, 3:55 remaining in the third quarter. Marshfield leads this ball game 21-3.
Got to keep in mind that we're going to possibly see Vlaco for a couple of more years.
That's right.
He's only a sophomore.
He'll be around for a while. So is Warzinski, the other quarterback. He's also a sophomore.
We've got several sophomores and juniors playing, as do the Tigers.
Tiger offense on the field. Here's a counter to Hinson. Gets outside of the 50. Cuts back inside. A nice gain for Hinson. About 8 yards on first down.
Oh, that's one of those that you wish Sam had the helmet cam or the broadcaster cam and could see what I saw there. If he had taken that to the outside, he was gone. Nice run. Nevertheless, good blocking inside.
Does gain 8 yards on the play. 2nd and 2 Tigers at the Stevens Point 47-yard line. Lemoyne and Slade to the far side. Hinson wing to the near side with Helm the tight end. Gadel with a high snap. Hinson again on the counter. Cuts back inside 45, outside of the 40. Stop right there. He'll get the first down with that run.
Yeah, he tried to get outside that time. Lost his balance a little bit.
7 more for Sam Hinson. A first down for Marshfield at the SPASH 40. We have 3:15 left in the third quarter. Marshfield leads this contest 21-3.
I'm sure the Marshfield coaches that are up here watching that play are saying, Coach Gadel, that play is wide open. Just keep giving it to him.
Slade near side. Lemoyne far side. Dickinson and Hinson the wings. Schaefer in the backfield next to Gadel. Gadel back to pass here. Throws far sideline. Caught by Lemoyne inside the 35. Outside to the 28 and pulled down there. Wyatt Lemoyne on the catch. He'll have a first down once again.
And 80 yards receiving tonight in 7 attempts.
11 yards for Lemoyne on that play. A first down for Marshfield on the SPASH 29-yard line. 7 catches for Wyatt Lemoyne in this ball game. Gives him 29 for the year. He had 8 against Hortonville. So threatening that mark. That's his season high. Hinson in motion. Here's the jet sweep, and Sam has some room to the 25. The 20, cuts back inside, cut down inside the 20 at about the 17. He turned the jet sweep to the inside and runs for 13 yards to the 16-yard line. One more score here might put this one away for Marshfield. Tiger first down now at the SPASH 16-yard line. Lemoyne far side, Slade on the near side. Dickinson and Hinson are the wings. Schaefer in the backfield. Ryan Lindeman now in the ballgame at right tackle. And Gadel back to throw the football. Lobs far side for Lemoyne in the end zone. Pushes off, gets up and makes the catch for the touchdown. A little bit of push there by Lemoyne, but got some distance, came up with the jump ball, made the catch. And Marshfield scores again to lead 27-3.
Who, he pushed off and off? No. Well, actually, the SPASH defender was backing up right into him, and I think he put his hands out as much as to protect himself.
Could be.
That's how I'll call it.
5-play, 55-yard scoring drive. Marshfield on the scoreboard once again, leading 27-3. Joey Gadel with 3 touchdown passes tonight. Tremelling on the PAT try. It is away, and it is good.
The extra point is good.
Gadel to Lemoyne on the 16-yard touchdown pass, and Marshfield on the scoreboard once again. 2 scores for Marshfield here in the third quarter. Now 2:04 remaining in the third period. Our score now, Marshfield 28, Stevens Point 3, and more football coming up in just a moment.
Every team needs the right connection to succeed. The same thing applies to your home or business. If something doesn't seem quite right, don't play amateur repair person. Contact Total Electric Service Smart.
Kevin Woyak.
311. Total Electric Service offers a 24-hour emergency service for residential, commercial, farm, and industrial jobs. Total Electric Service. The name says it all. Total service for all your electric contracting needs. Total Electric Service of Marshfield. 384-3311.
2 scores for Marshfield here in the third quarter. Tigers now on top 28-3 as Kyle Tremelling kicks off once again. Kick is on the way, a long line drive near side and grabbed inside the 5-yard line by Hoffmeister up the near sideline to the 20 and pulled down right there.
Nice tackle there by Dustin Altman and others.
Stevens Point's offense back on the field. 1st and 10 SPASH.
1st and 10 Panthers.
At about their own 22-yard line. 1:58 remaining, third quarter. Marshfield now on top 28-3.
Got to be demoralizing for SPASH. They've got half a starting lineup sitting down here on the bench with crutches or injuries. Of course, we're missing one of our best players, Meverton, but overall, reasonably healthy. Nikolai not playing tonight for the Tigers. Also, they've played a hellacious schedule thus far, playing some of the top teams in the state, and have taken a beating because of it.
1st and 10 SPASH at their own 22. And Vlaco on first down hands the ball off And Hansen out to about the 30, or Pecor rather, to the 30-yard line. Kaven Baranek of Marshfield also now sidelined, likely for the year with a leg injury. So that's a big defensive loss for Marshfield. 8 yards for Pecor on that play.
Second down.
Well, part of what I'm getting at here is, you know, you've taken those tough games, played that tough schedule. The coaches are now going to say, okay, we're now in the Valley schedule here more or less, and let's go get them. New season. Maybe not.
2nd and 2 for SPASH at their own 30. Vlaco to throw the football, pump fakes, now lobs it up the far sideline looking for Engel, and he drops the ball at the 40-yard line, and a flag goes down on Parker Week. Parker got a hand in there to knock the ball loose, but the officials apparently saw some contact there, and a call against Marshfield coming.
I'm not sure if they have that, if the officials kind of judge the defender by having to turn his head to look towards the ball. There is no face guarding anymore, but Parker jumped up. He did have his back to the play and did a nice job. He was right there defensively, but didn't get his head around at all to look for the football. So I guess I'm going to assume that's the pass interference. Ooh, Marshfield coaches on the far sideline not agreeing with that call.
Ball comes out to about the 45-yard line, and first down for Stevens Point from that spot. Stay with us during our postgame report for our block of the game, a service of Sternweiss & Sons and their block division at 400 East Arnold Street in Marshfield. SPASH ball on their own 40. Vlaco in the pistol, runs to the far sideline on a carry, gets hit at the 38-yard line and driven down. A big hit by Tyler Hom, and Vlaco will lose a couple of yards.
Nice play by Hom. He got through there and chased the play down from behind. And although Vlaco is not a speedster, he's a good athlete, and just a nice play.
And really stayed with it, would not let him spin away.
Wrapped him up.
Warazinski comes back in to play quarterback at 2nd and 11 SPASH at their own 44. Final minute of the third quarter.
Tyler wrapping him up like a bag of groceries on that last one.
Hoffmeister and Engel to the near side on 2nd and 11. Warazinski at quarterback. Snap is back, rolls towards the near sideline, throws on the run, and incomplete. Looking for Hoffmeister at midfield, well covered by Parker Week on the play.
Yeah, I don't like to single out players defensively, but, you know, teams have been after Parker pretty consistently so far this season, and he's won some and lost some. He's a junior. Altman on the other side over there at times, he's a senior, and now they've got, playing on the other side is Westerhausen. He's also a senior, but 5'6", 125.
3rd and 11 for SPASH at their own 44, 30 seconds in the period. Hoffmeister far side, Engel and Wiersba on the near side. Pecor comes in motion, and Vlaco lobs it up on the far sideline, but well past Engel, incomplete. Engel one-on-one on that far sideline with Shane Westerhausen, but Vlaco threw the ball well past everybody, incomplete.
Vlaco just got drilled. That was Daggett in there, just drilled him right after he threw that ball. I tell you, Vlaco hasn't had too many occasions where he's been able to step up and throw the ball without being crunched.
He's staying out there. SPASH apparently will go for it on 4th and 11 at their own 44.
Don't have much to lose here, really.
2 receivers to the near side. 2 men in the backfield. Next to Vlaco, he fades back in the shotgun. And he's going to quick kick it.
Quick kick.
And kicks it down the field inside the 20, and it rolls out of bounds inside the 20-yard line.
Cool. I haven't seen one of those for a while.
So the Marshfield offense back on the field. 19 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Marshfield on top in this ball game, 28-3. We'll talk about the Green Bay Packers on the Bill Michaels Sports Huddle, Wednesday, 6 p.m., right here on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and on WDLB, WOSQ.com.
I used to use a quick hit once in a while when the wind was behind our back and it was third and very long, and we'd kick it. And then we'd have people from the stands yelling, "Yakitis, don't you know it's not 4th down? You idiot." The idiot part was probably right, but
1st and 10 Tigers at their own 20-yard line. Dickinson goes in motion. Gadel pitches to Dickinson on the sweep. Gets outside with some blockers. Turns the corner at the 25. Steps out of bounds right there. Dickinson outside for several yards. We'll see where they mark him out. They may move that back downfield. Looks like they will at the 22. So only 2 yards on that run for Dickinson.
Looked like a bigger gain than that, didn't it?
It did. It certainly
Versus
did.
Over on the far sidelines.
2nd and 8 Tigers at their own 22. Slade to the near side, Lemoyne far side, Schaefer in the backfield. Dickinson and Hinson are the wings. Hinson comes in motion. Counter to Dickinson. Looking for some room. Nothing there. He'll be pulled down at the line of scrimmage.
Almost lost the football as he was going through the line of scrimmage. A SPASH player reached back and tried to grab the football, and Hinson had to kind of stop dead in his tracks just to hang on to it.
Dickinson loses 2 back to the 20, and that play ends the 3rd quarter here at Gerke Field in Stevens Point. Our score after 3 quarters, the Marshfield Tigers 28, Stevens Point 3 will return with 4th quarter action in just a moment.
No need to heat the whole house when you feel a chill.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chile, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
3rd and 10 Tigers at their own 20-yard line. And Noah Schaefer trying to get outside and gets pulled down from behind. He'll lose several yards, knocked down from behind by Nate Smith. Back at the 18-yard line. And the Tigers forced to punt on 4th and 12 at their own 18-yard line. Early 4th quarter, Tigers leading this ball game 28-3. Tremelling kicking from inside his own 5-yard line. Kick is away. Good kick this time. And a fair catch called for at the Marshfield 46 by Colton Engel. You're listening to Marshfield Tiger football on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and WDLB WOSQ.com. Adam Burden is our producer. With Delia Kitis, I'm Gene Delisio at Gerke Field in Stevens Point. We're starting the 4th quarter with Marshfield leading Stevens Point 28-3. SPASH puts the ball in play from the Tiger 47-yard line. Marshfield Tiger football tonight, a service of Citizen State Bank of Loyal, Granton, Neelsville, Spencer, and Marshfield, Culver's of Marshfield, and Victory Apparel in Marshfield.
It's been a relatively sunny, hot, muggy, humid night here in Point tonight, but now I see we've got some storm clouds to our northwest moving
like
this way.
SPASH offense on the field with a short field. Vlaco at quarterback. Takes the snap, looks to throw to the near sideline, and caught for a short gain. Weak all over the receiver. That ball caught on the near side that's a man without a uniform number. A mystery man makes that play at the 43 for a 4-yard gain.
Good tackle by Parker Week.
2nd and 6 coming up for Stevens Point, the Tiger 43-yard line. Tigers with 2 scores in the first half and then 2 pass plays between Gadel and Lemoyne in the 3rd quarter. Wide out far side, 2nd and 6 from the 43-yard line. Wiersbe in the pistol. Looks to throw, runs to the far sideline. Fakes a pass, now being forced backwards and throws the ball out of bounds on the far sideline. Chased down there by Ethan Daggett, forcing Vlaco away from the pocket. Threw the ball along the far sideline to that number 82, but threw the ball out of bounds.
Great pass rush from Daggett that time, who ran over a player who grabbed a hold of Daggett's jersey, but that didn't stop him and made the quarterback Vlaco throw the ball. SPASH fans and players down here complaining they thought there was some sort of a late hit out of bounds, but tell you what, that's way across the other side of the field.
3rd down now for Stevens Point, 3rd and 6 at the Marshfield 43. 2 receivers on either side. Vlaco will throw a quick look in, caught inside the 35-yard line for the first down. That was caught by the tight end Spencer Wiersba, his 4th catch of the year. First in points last 3 games.
Well, points moving the ball in some of these short passes, but one of these is going to get picked off.
1st and 10 Spash at the Tiger 33. Pecor comes in motion, and Wiersba on the quarterback draw. Jumps over a defender and dives down to the 28-yard line. Wonder if that number 82 out there might be Lilly. I don't see. Oh, here's Lilly coming in right now. It's not Lilly.
Brandon Vlecko on the
So I'm not sure who that would be. Flacco gains 4 on that carry. It's 2nd and 6 for Stevens Point at the Tiger 29. Pecor in the backfield, along with Dylan Hansen. Lilly flanked to the near side. And Warzinski throws near sideline, caught by Lilly for a short gain, wrapped up by Week right on the 26-yard line. Gain of 3 on that pass play. So now a 3rd down play coming. 3rd and about 3 for Stevens Point at the Marshfield 26. Under 9 minutes to play. Wide out far side, 2 tight ends. And Pecor in the backfield behind Flacco. Flacco rolling to the far sideline. Gets hit, throws the ball in traffic, incomplete. Some strong rush that time by Dackett and by Meisner, and Flacco had to throw the ball away.
4th down.
Incomplete pass. And a 4th and 3 coming up for Stevens Point at the Marshfield 26-yard line. Warzinski checking in with the coaching staff on the near sideline. And looks like that Point will go for it here. Down by 25 with 8:43 to play. Warzinski back in. Hoffmeister to the near side. 2 receivers on the far side on 4th and 3. Warzinski sets down the line. Fades to pass, throws quickly over the middle, and I believe knocked away, incomplete. Yes, it was a good defensive play. That ball going to Wiersba, the big tight end, and Braden Richardson with a nice play cutting in front of Wiersba to knock that ball loose. It's incomplete.
By the way, the SPASH people over here announcing and so on, scouts, they don't know who number 82 for SPASH is either, so don't feel bad.
Well, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad.
Okay, well, you never do.
Yeah. Not the first time we've missed that. We had a couple guys from Marshfield last week that we couldn't find. And actually, we did find out later who they were, but not during the ball game.
Ghost number 1, Ghost number 2.
Marshfield takes over on downs at their own 26, leading 28-3 with 8:40 remaining in regulation time. Will Fedding at quarterback on 1st down, handoff straight ahead for a short gain. We'll see some new Tigers in there now. And that was Noah Schaefer carrying straight ahead for virtually no gain. The Tigers did have some anonymous running backs in the ball game last week, and it turns out afterwards we did identify those players as Sawyer Schindler and Ryan Dolezal.
Another Dolezal.
Yep.
And another Schindler.
Yep. Loss of 1 for Schaefer, 2nd and 11 Tigers at their own 25-yard line. Fedding on the counter to Hinson. He can't get away, though. He's pulled down behind the line.
Sam Hinson on the carry.
Hinson loses a couple on that counter play.
Tackled by Zach Zito.
And sets up a 3rd and long for Marshfield.
53 yards now for Sam in 9 carries. His longest carry for 13 and one of those counter plays.
Loses 2 on that play. By the way, Columbus Don's volleyball team at the Diocesan Invitational at Chippewa Falls McDonald tomorrow. Play begins at 9 a.m. Marshfield Tiger volleyball team hosting a Wisconsin Valley Conference leg at the Fieldhouse in Marshfield tomorrow at 9 a.m. 3rd and 12, and Fedding on the pitch play. Hinson far side. the 20, 25, cuts back upfield about the 28, and stop right there. 5 yards for Hinson on that carry, sets up a 4th and 8 for Marshfield.
You have your WDLB raincoat and boots with you tonight?
Not tonight.
Might need them.
Not me.
I forgot mine. No, that's right. I forgot. You're so tough.
Yep.
I just wish they wouldn't have bought pink ones, pink raincoats. Just,
Trembling in to do the duties for the Tigers.
Must have got a bargain.
Usually do. Trembling on the punt. Off the side of his foot to the near side. Bounces inside the 50. Rolls to the 45 to about the 43 and stop there.
I wish Arnie Peck was with us. He'd be lying on the floor laughing. Oh, yes, this game has been, I wouldn't say it's necessarily in hand. I suppose there's a possibility, but Tigers ahead 28-3. Trying to have a little fun here at the end of this one.
6.5 left in regulation time. Tigers on top by 25. And after the game, we'll have our memorable moment of the game, sponsored by Rapids Award and more. Preserve your memorable moments with personalized glass engraving, name tags, trophies, and so much more from memorable moments of Wisconsin Rapids. Stevens Point back on the field. They've managed only 1 field goal tonight. 1st and 10 SPASH at their own 42-yard line. Brandon Vlaco in the ballgame at quarterback. And on 1st down, he fakes the handoff, rolls towards the far side, throws on the run, and a drop ball. Ball well thrown, but dropped by Noah Vigut at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, he had a step or two behind the Tiger defender.
He was kind of backpedaling on the play, put his hands up, but couldn't retain possession.
2nd down.
So 2nd down now for Stevens Point, 2nd and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Dark clouds hovering around the ballpark this evening.
You just bring dark clouds wherever you go. You're just Mr. Dark Cloud.
Wide outs on either side. Wierzynski now playing quarterback. Gets a low snap, rolls to the near sideline, throws on the run, incomplete. He was throwing that time to Dylan Henson on the near sideline, but overthrew him. Strong rush by the Marshfield Tigers once again.
That was Kronk coming in, laid out the quarterback.
Wierzynski's pass intended for Dylan.
Looks like the Tigers will win their 3rd consecutive ball game against Stevens Point.
It's actually Wierzynski's pass.
And they'll have won 6 of the last 9 in this matchup. 3rd and long, 3rd and 9 for Stevens Point at their own 42. Vlaco back at quarterback. Here's a middle screen, thrown too low, incomplete. Well covered by Gust. Had that ball been caught by Pecor, he would have been stopped right there. The ball thrown into the turf, incomplete. And a 3 and out, apparently for Stevens Point, unless they go for it, which they could do. It's 4th and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Gus says, okay, Dale, here comes the collision of the game.
Yep.
Fortunately, that ball was thrown short.
SPASH apparently will go for it, although Vlaco quick kicked the last time they were in this position. 4th and 10 SPASH at their own 42-yard line. Slot to the far side. And Vlaco does kick it away. High kick to the far side, not very deep. Bounces inside the 35 and out of bounds just inside the 30. Marshfield will take over at their own 30-yard line. 6:16 to play. Tigers lead this ball game 28-3. Should this score hold, it would be the lowest point total for Stevens Point against Marshfield since the Tigers shut out SPASH 17-0 in 2002. Ball placed right on the 30-yard line. Tiger offense coming back on the field. Joey Gato likely done for the night, so Will Fetting is in there at quarterback. On 1st down, handoff to the near side. And not much running room. The ball carrier stopped inside the 25, back of the 23. And that's Sawyer Schindler running the ball on that play. It's not back to the 22.
Zito on the tackle for the Panthers. 2nd down.
Loss of about 8 on that play. 2nd and 18 Tigers at their own 22. Clock rolling, 5:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. Backup quarterback Will Fetting on the field for Marshfield, taking his time. Here's a pitch play to the far sideline. And the Tigers carry out across the 25 to about the 26. Alec Adams diving across the 25 to the 26-yard line. And he'll pick up 4 on that play. Tigers with their dedication ceremony for Hiding Stadium next Friday night. And a big ball game against Wisconsin Rapids. That's again a 7:30 start. Keep in mind that once again next Friday, 7:30 the start time for that one.
What time did the dedication start? Do you remember?
I believe 7 o'clock.
Okay.
3rd and 14 for the Tigers at their own 26. Fetting rolling some time off the clock. Now we'll pitch it to the near sideline and run up to the 25-yard line. I'm not sure that was Dolzo on the carry. The 25. Loses 1. And a 4th and about 15 for Marshfield at their own 25. Tremelling on to punt the ball away. Angle back deep for Stevens Point. Here's the kick, a very good kick.
Nice kick.
By Tremelling. Angle back at the 42, makes the catch right there and goes down right there. Dropped immediately by Braden Richardson. SPASH football on their own 44-yard line. Marshfield leads it 28-3 with 4 minutes to play in regulation time. Tiger football tonight, a service of Ag Country Farm Credit Services, River Edge Golf Course in Marshfield, and Arts Body Shop in Marshfield.
Getting pretty dark here as we, of course, see the, as we get a little further towards fall or in fall. Gets dark a little earlier, but I'll tell you what, we've got some very dark clouds above us.
Warzinski back in a quarterback for Stevens Point. A low snap goes to Pecor. Instead, he goes straight ahead for no gain. Pulled down immediately. Weston Hoppy making that tackle for Marshfield. That play will lose about 2 yards. 2nd and 12 for SPASH at their own 37-yard line.
Derek Tesmer out there getting some game time.
Folks, due to the fact that there'll be a game following this one, please,
Jaeger Halverson.
No students or spectators on the field.
Not much offense for SPASH tonight. 2nd and 12 for SPASH at their own 37. Warzinski playing quarterback, 3 receivers on the far side. Hansen in the backfield next to Warzinski. Warzinski fades to pass. Pump fakes, gets hit, spins away, gets hit once again, spins away again, runs across the 40 to midfield. Still on his feet at the Marshfield 40, 35, 30-yard line. Chased down from behind, taken down to the bounds about the 23-yard line.
Did a nice job because he was hit twice in the backfield, ran into one of his own players and a couple of Tigers, got to the line of scrimmage, bounced off and spun around after a couple more and kind of looked a little panicked like he was running for his life, but then found some daylight. Nice job.
Warzinski runs for 40 yards. He had rushed for 0 yards in 2 attempts coming into this ball game.
Well, that's going to help the SPASH offensive total too.
1st and 10 SPASH at the Tiger 23. 2:45 left. Tigers lead 28-3. Vlaco at quarterback. Thumb fakes. Has time. Now runs out of time. Gets spun down back at the 35-yard line.
Well,
quarterback sack for Weston Hoppy. Weston Hoppy makes the play. They'll mark him at the 34, I believe, so a loss of 11.
Well, Vlaco did a little pump fake, and then his receiver that was, I think, supposed to go deep towards the corner turned around and ran across the field the other way. So Vlaco had nobody to throw the football to out here.
Loss of 11, 2nd and 21 for SPASH at the Tiger 34-yard line. Warzinski at quarterback. Pump fakes, rolls to the far sideline, throws deep along the far sideline and knocked away, incomplete, but there's a lot of contact there, I believe.
Yeah.
I thought I saw the official reaching for a flag, but he did not throw one.
Didn't throw it.
I think that was Westerhausen playing defense on that play against Nick Wiersba, and it's ruled an incomplete pass. There was some contact there, but the officials just ruled play on. Third and 21 for Marshfield, for Stevens Point rather, at the Marshfield 34. Wideouts on both sides. Warzinski at quarterback. Gets the snap, retreats to pass, throws the near sideline and caught inside the 25-yard line, and the receiver pushed out of bounds right there. That ball goes to Noah Vigut and marked on the 23-yard line, gain of 11. Gain of 11. Still shy of the first down mark, however. Fourth and about 6 for Stevens Point at the Tiger 23 with 1:50 left in regulation time. Warzinski, a quarterback on this play. We've seen him some, mostly Vlaco tonight. Vigut and Wiersba to the far side on 4th and 5 from the 23-yard line. Warzinski back to pass, being rushed heavily, throws a middle screen, incomplete. Threw the ball by Pecor. A strong rush by several Tiger defenders on that play. I think the first guy in there was Derek Tesmer. Several other Tigers in on that play. Incomplete pass stops the Stevens Point drive. Marshfield offense takes over on downs with 1:47 remaining.
Both quarterbacks SPASH playing tonight are sophomores, both Vlaco and Warzinski.
And so the Tigers back on the field offensively. Marshfield with a convincing win. We're concerned about this ball game because the SPASH is hand off on first down, but not much of a gain on that play by Alec Adams on the counter.
Adams on the carry.
And Alex stopped back at the 20-yard line. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Jack Shoemake on the Panther tackle.
Clock winding down. 90 seconds left in regulation time. Tigers lead by 25. Marshfield will go to 2-3 with a win tonight.
Second down.
2nd and 13, Tigers at their own 20-yard line. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 to the far side. Schindler in the backfield next to Fetting. And Schindler on the carry. And not much there. Back to the line of scrimmage and no further. No gain. 3rd and 13, Tigers at their own 20. Under 60 seconds to play, so Marshfield needs to maybe run one more play and then run the clock down.
As you mentioned, Gene, we talked about this on the way over, the fact that SPASH had played such a, tough schedule coming into this. You just didn't know what you were going to see truly when they come up against Marshfield tonight, but Marshfield up to the task and then some.
3rd and 13, Fetting with one more play. He'll roll towards the near side, keep the ball himself, but get taken down back to the 18. Loses 2, but that's all the Tigers need to do. 19 seconds left. Marshfield can run the clock down and get back in the win column with a very solid performance over Stevens Point tonight. Clock winding down, 8 seconds remaining. And the Tiger fans are celebrating on the far sideline. The Marshfield Tigers with their 3rd consecutive win over Stevens Point. Our final score here at Gerke Field this evening, the Marshfield Tigers 28, Stevens Point 3. We'll have a full recap on our postgame report coming up in just a moment.
When you want new carpet, think soft. Just imagine the softest things in your life. Your fluffiest house slippers that tickle your toes. That tender teddy bear that snuggles in bed. Now, Shaw Floors has brought all the softness you love to your carpet. New Caress by Shaw Floors, offered by Rice's Capital Carpet. Caress Carpet by Shaw Floors is an amazing combination of softness and durability. You've got to see it and touch it to believe it. Find Caress by Shaw Floors at Rice's Capital Carpet in beautiful Marshfield, where their knowledgeable team is ready to help you update your space.
What one person do you trust most? Your spouse? Your minister? Your doctor?
How about the guy that fixes my car?